Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another It Gets Better stream. For those who don't know me, it's nice to meet you. My name is Winnie or Winnie. People also know me as Win. I am primarily a Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail streamer. I play a lot of Hoyoverse games, but really I love all sorts of co-op games. I identify as bi, and today is a very special stream because we have a special guest in honor of it being Transgender Awareness Month. I wanted to ask someone who is a part of that side of the community to come on and share their experience. So today we have Rin Taicho on as a special guest who I will introduce shortly. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing great. Hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving. And if anyone has any questions during today's session, I encourage you all to, just come out and ask, because this session is for you all as well. So, yeah. Oh, hi, Rainy Nights. Your mom just asked if you're lesbian. Do you have any advice? Sorry about being so straightforward. Well, I think it depends on if you're how comfortable you feel with telling your parents. I personally would not. Actually, wait, sorry. Let me go. Let me go. I forgot to close my door before I start streaming. But yeah, I would say if you're not comfortable with sharing your true identity with your parents, I would say it's okay to lie and it's okay to protect yourself and preserve yourself. So I would just deny, and yeah. Sorry, I can't offer any better advice. Maybe we can talk about that later on today too. But yeah, let me bring our guest on. Give me a second. Drum roll, please, in chat for the one and only Rin. Hello, Rin.
Hi, hello. What's up? Hi, everyone.
Hi. Thank you
I'm in the
so
guest
much.
seat today.
Yes, you are. Rin
Oh,
was telling me before stream started that usually she's the one who is hosting these sorts of podcasts and
yep.
bringing other guests on. So I guess the tables or the turns have tabled or however the
Turns have
saying goes.
tabled. Yes, exactly.
But yeah, maybe you can tell everyone a little about yourself, Rin, and give an introduction.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Rin Tight Show. I have a full-time job, but I also stream a lot on the side as well as do YouTube and everything else. I am trans, she, her. I'm 36, so I started only a year ago. So I started kind of late, but better late than never.
Yes, for
Um,
sure.
and I play a lot of Genshin Impact. A lot. Yeah.
Well, what would you define as a lot?
Every day. I haven't missed a login. Probably I've only missed maybe a handful of logins probably since the
Really?
beginning. Yeah.
And would you say you're a day one player?
Not quite. A week after it started. But
Okay,
yes.
okay. But that's still considering the game's been out for 3 years already. I would say a week
Yeah.
is it's not that much of a difference. So,
Right, right. Yeah, I have over 1,000 days logged in now. I know that for
oh
sure.
my gosh,
Yeah.
that is a lot. Holy cow. That means you're an R5 festering desire owner, as Dava says. Is that
Yes,
true?
yes, I am. Yes, I am definitely what people call the gamer.
The game.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Cool. Okay, maybe I could. Do you want to just get straight into the here? I'll pull up. We actually are in Genshin already. Oh, and I see Rin already has already pulled out the one and only the favorite character,
Yep. The
Amber.
one and only. Yep. She's ready
Okay,
to go.
maybe you can start off by telling us, Rin, like, has Amber always been your favorite since day one?
Yes. Since the day I saw her, I was like, that's the
Really?
character. I didn't
Is she?
main her right
Mm-hmm.
away,
Yeah,
right? The
yeah.
first main was technically Kuching.
Oh,
But I've always
okay.
had Kuching and Amber in the same party, just because I liked having a range and a melee at the same time. But
Yeah, that
I
makes
just
sense.
like at least 3 years ago, Amber overall is just my more favorite character. Because I don't know, have you heard of the anime character type Genki? You understand what that one
Yes,
is?
yeah, 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 yeah. And for
Yeah,
those who
kind of
don't
like
know,
energetic and
mhm.
happy, right?
Yes,
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah. She's a Genki
um,
girl for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm kind of drawn to that type, and just the overall
Okay.
character design, like black and red outfit, just yeah, my favorite. Yeah.
Oh.
Also, like I used to play a lot of FPS games, so shooting just becomes really natural to me.
Oh, okay. Wait, what
Yeah.
other games have you played? We're talking about this
Oh,
already.
how far back did we go? Where should I start? Like I held a controller ever as young as like 6, maybe younger than that.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh I had an NES when I was a kid. I had
Mhm.
a SNES. My favorite video game of all time is
Oh.
actually Super Mario RPG. But I play a lot of JRPGs, Final Fantasy, Persona, uh, Tales series. There's all kinds of like some of the weird ones like Resonance
Mhm.
of Fate, Valkyria Chronicles, which is more of a tactic game. But yeah, list goes on. But somewhere along the way, I became one of those kids that would
Mhm.
play Counter Strike for
Oh,
hours and
okay.
hours and
I
hours and
see.
hours. Yes, and I was in a competitive group, but then I discovered MMOs, and I
Oh
grew up
boy.
on Ragnarok Online for a bit, then eventually over to World of Warcraft.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that
So
was there's a whole bunch of lore and story over there too, like
mhm.
me hitting Grand Marshal, which is like a really high PvP rank in that game, but I had to grind for it for like 10 months or something like
Oh
that.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
and it's very competitive too, right?
Yeah.
But that's when Persona showed up eventually, like Persona 4 and 3 for me right
Mhm.
after WoW. So I started getting back into JRPGs again, and then I just kind of floated around, and then all of a sudden, oh wait, no, right? There's a whole era of my content creation known as Love Live.
Oh
Yeah,
wait, are you a rhythm gamer as well?
I am a huge rhythm gamer as well. I used to play a lot of DDR and In the Groove when I was younger. Like to the point where do you know the song Max 300?
Um, I think that was before my
Okay, it's
time.
probably before your time, but it's like one of the most intensive songs, right?
Okay,
Now
yeah,
imagine
yeah.
doing it like 8 times in a row without a break. That's the
What
level I
the
was
heck?
at before,
Oh
right? Because I
my
was intense.
gosh. That is
I kind of
crazy.
touched Osu for a little bit. Sorry to keep
Okay.
cutting you off
Oh
there.
no, 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 not at all, not at
Yeah.
all. What's it called? I think usually, yeah, Osu is my like main rhythm game. So
Yeah. I tried it for a bit, but I haven't quite gotten into it yet. I do want to try
hmm.
some more sometime though. But yeah, Love Live was a big part of my content creation before Genshin. I think for at least
Oh,
probably
okay.
4 or 5 years, something like that. But yeah, that was the big bulk of my content before I got into this. And now
Wow,
here
that
I
is a
am.
long, long time.
Yeah, then you had I'm a pretty old person, so yeah.
That's a kind of, well, I don't want to say like refreshing to hear, but because I'm actually, I guess, on the older side of content creators as well. Because,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I like a lot of people say I look like 21 or like in college, but I am in my
Mm.
late 20s.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, a lot of content creators I find nowadays, they're, yeah, in their early 20s, like younger than
Yeah, yeah,
25. So it is
yeah,
nice to meet someone else who is on the older side as well.
yeah.
And it sounds like you have a lot of experience too, because you said with Love Live you've been creating content for at least 5 years, which to me is a
Oh,
long time already.
but like when does creating content really begin, right? Like when
That's
does it
true.
become like a concept or something like this is what
Mm-hmm.
I want to do specifically for to be content on the internet. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like I've been drawing as a kid, I've been making things
Mm-hmm.
as a kid. That's technically content creation because that's what everything is. But I
That's
would
true.
say I would say the moment that I was like, I want to become a YouTuber, I think that's what we're all trying to like poke here.
Mm-hmm.
That would be back almost 9 years ago now, I would say. Yeah, 9 years ago for sure.
Wow. So that was
Yeah.
in like 2014,
Yes,
right?
yes, correct. Yes.
Wow. And do you mind if I ask like what prompted that, or what was the turning point for you
Uh,
when you were like, I want to be a YouTuber, or I want to make
uh
content? Because even
so it
back
was
then
our
I think
no,
that
sorry, yeah.
Oh no, no, I was just gonna say,
Yeah,
even
yeah,
back then,
sorry,
I
sorry,
think
yeah.
content creation was a new thing.
Right,
Content creator was not
yes.
a title or a
No.
position,
It
right?
was just like this kind of grand job that some people got to have, and everyone was like, "Oh, I wanna
Yeah.
do that," right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
um, yeah, 2014 was around the time where there was, like, tons of Let's Play channels, like Game Grumps,
Mm-hmm.
PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, all those guys, right? So, I
Yeah.
watched a lot of them growing up around that time too, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "I like doing that." But I was also, like, a very at the time, a genderqueer, gender fluid type person.
Okay.
I like to dress up and do makeup and cosplay all the time, so I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
be like that one person on the internet that does this thing, but it's not, like, really the focus. They just also play video games, right? But to also just let people know that, "Hey, there's this
Oh,
type of person in the space. We exist here. We're no different
yes.
than anyone else," right? I just happen to look like this and
Yeah.
I play video games. That was the whole point for me starting, I would
Oh,
say.
wow.
Yes.
So was it because, even I think back then, like being LGBT, it was not as visible, right?
I wouldn't say yeah, not as
As
definitely not like how we have it now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it
I
was
think
very quiet.
yeah, so was it just like you thinking, "Oh, like I don't see anyone else in this space that looks like me and I want that to change or I
Yeah.
want to be able to be visible for the people, that identify the same as me but don't see that or
I guess so because on
Mhm.
Tumblr, like that's where I used to be before YouTube. I would just post pictures
Okay.
on there of just like my makeup and cosplay, and then I would
Yeah.
meet other people on the internet saying, "Oh, I do this too. Do you have any tips or like what can we do? How do you do
Oh,
this?" So I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, okay." And then, I kind of got inspired like I kind of want to start a YouTube channel where I can teach people makeup and cosplay and tips and tricks about
Mhm.
cross-dressing and also like play video games at the side because this might sound kind of controversial, but the biggest YouTuber I looked up to was PewDiePie at the time before things happened, right? Right.
Really?
Yeah. I still
Oh,
kind of watch
okay.
him now and then because humans grow. I think people can be forgiven for the things they've done.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, he had like a channel which was just like a catch-all. He did everything on one single channel. And I wanted
Mhm.
to be that, right? I wanted to be like, this channel is about me and then everything about me. So I do this,
Yeah.
and this.
Yeah,
These days,
yeah.
it's not good for the YouTube algorithm.
No,
It freaking hates it.
yeah, which
Yeah.
is really unfortunate because
Right.
I feel like, we're all humans and we're not just one thing, you
Right. Right.
know?
Yeah. We're not just like this one, just like Um, just what do you call it? Just, like, side of like, one side of me on the internet, right? I'm many
Exactly. Yeah,
different, like,
yeah,
things, right?
yeah.
And that's what I
Mhm.
wanted to, like, make my channel about, but as the years gone by, YouTube has changed, and you
Yeah.
kinda have to, like, play their game, but I'm also very stubborn about it still, but we'll see how that goes,
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting, interesting. Wait, so would you say that and sorry, I didn't get to do my research beforehand or
It's okay.
and I don't know a lot about other content creators, but so did you start like doing YouTube in like 2013 or 2014? Was that your
Um,
first? I know you said before
right,
Twitch,
right.
it was
I wouldn't
Tumblr, right?
Yeah, Tumblr, but, like,
Mm-hmm.
I used to have a group of friends, and
Yeah.
we would record the whole, like, hangout because we would hang out, like, at each other's home for, like, a week on, like, Christmas weekend or New Year's weekend
Oh, yeah,
or, like, the
yeah.
summer at someone's place, right? And there'd
Mm-hmm.
be, like, a few of us always, like, recording things, just like a home video, but
Like
I would
vlogging? Or
yeah, like yeah, I guess vlogging in a sense, right? Yeah. I guess so you
oh
didn't think of
my
it like that then.
gosh.
So
Mm-hmm.
but what we did was there was another guy in the group and we would like take
Okay.
these videos and we would just edit them and just, what you would see now today. But we did that just with our own
Mm-hmm.
personal group and it was fun. I liked doing that.
Oh my gosh.
Um and as I got as the years went on, like, I was like, "I wanna do this again, but how can I do this?" Then, the
Mm-hmm.
idea of like, "Oh, Lens players on the internet, they're doing things like this," so I thought, "I'll do the same." That's kind of how I ended up on the internet till after a while. But I've been on the internet, like, way beyond that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone under a few different aliases going through the world, going through the web.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I think that's pretty like, normal, especially as you like change and grow and your interests like change and
Right.
develop over time as well. So,
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I wasn't the best person on the internet
Uh,
or human a long time ago, right? But things have
mhm.
changed,
For
thankfully.
sure.
The friends I keep around me and the people I look up to are definitely like inspirations for me to, just try to be a better person. So, yeah.
For sure. Yeah. No, I totally get that. And I think, yeah, especially we all come from different backgrounds. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, you're just subjected to certain beliefs as when you're younger, but I think what's important is, yeah, like having the capacity to change and grow. And
Thankfully, yes.
yeah.
Because I was treading down a dark path had it not been
Oh,
for some good friends of mine.
oh,
Yeah, but
would you
everything's good now.
say that's really good to hear? I was
Mm.
just gonna ask because I know that, um, especially because like you're like MTF trans. I hope I said that
Yes.
correctly, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's
So,
fine.
and I know that like for a lot of guys that are what's it called? Like there's this thing with men, I guess, where it's how do you say it? Like
Describe it.
like
Describe
the
it to
like
me.
they like I noticed for a
Okay,
lot
for
of guys, they'll be like they'll act like really like I guess like gay with their friends or whatever, but then but then they say that they're just straight, but it's like
oh, it's just the
that's
boys just,
yeah
doing some things, slapping some ass, maybe
yeah
like,
like actually
grabbing their
yeah
face like gently, just, for fun. It's just what the boys do.
yeah, or they'll
Right.
be like, oh,
Yeah.
like I would like pardon my language, but like I would like suck your dick, but I'm totally straight.
Oh my god, are we allowed to say that? No,
Okay,
no,
maybe
no.
not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We'll cut that
That's
out.
okay. No, it's like I have friends that do the same too. Um,
But
what we called that
mhm.
was what was it in high school? We called this it's like who can be the gayest person in this group, right? Who can say the
Okay.
like whatever thing to each other, right? It's like who
Yeah,
can
yeah.
outgay the other person. I don't
Yeah,
know. It's really
yeah.
silly, but
Mhm.
I don't know. The boys are just fucking around. Maybe some of them are experimenting while they do that, though. You never know. You never know the true intention of why
Mhm.
people do things, right?
That's true.
So,
Yeah. But I was just gonna ask, like, uh, I guess before, like, did you always know that you,
oh,
uh,
that I'm
like,
trans?
yeah, yeah.
Phew, that's a loaded question. I actually just did like yeah.
We don't have to answer it right now,
No,
or
I
if you
mean, like I can try to summarize it because I just did a panel
Mhm.
about transgender with a few other friends of mine,
Yeah, I
and
think
we're
I
just
saw
talking
that like
about
last week, right?
we were
Mm-hmm.
talking about like how like things that we did when we were younger that we can
Yeah.
look back and be like, oh, that was a very trans charged motivated thing that you did there,
Mm-hmm.
right? But like for me growing up, I can look back and yeah, there's a bunch of things I could point to and be like, yeah, that and that, right? But I was never like people have gender dysphoria when they're not happy with their gender and how they look, right? Things
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much that I had that. I had maybe a little bit of it, but it wasn't as strong as like some people feel it.
Okay.
So I was okay with how I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
But as the years have gone and then just with the things I do and just how I am and what I'm into, it seems to just always align more with generally feminine things.
Mm-hmm.
And every once in a while I would ask myself like, am I trans? Like, should I do this? What are the
Mm-hmm.
negatives? What are the pros? Right? But then I would just like forget it the next day and just kind of live my life. Not
Mm-hmm.
until like something happened to me that made me like have to really think about it right then and there because there was a moment when um something happened that would basically they wouldn't allow me to be myself at this thing that I was supposed to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I wanted to keep it conservative, right? They didn't want me to present myself
Oh,
as whatever,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that was kind of like the turning point when I sat down with myself and I'm just like, okay, you're pissed. Let's figure this out, right?
Yeah.
The kind of the biggest block to that though was my parents because I've always thought they wanted kids. I didn't know what they'd think, right?
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
thankfully, after having the chat with them and all that, my parents are totally chill with whatever I'm doing. So I as soon
Wow.
as that happened, I just started like figuring out what I had to do to get to this today. So yeah.
Hmm. And just to, well, I don't want to make assumptions, but you do identify as Asian, right, Rin?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. I just wanted to
I'm
make
still an Asian person.
sure.
I know I kind of give off like
No,
different
oh no, 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 no,
vibes.
no. It's not even about that. But I was just like, I like you look Asian, but I just want to make like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
110%
yeah. No,
sure.
I like. I was just talking about this with a friend yesterday. It's
Hmm.
like when someone asks you, like, "So where are you from?" And I'm just like, "Oh, I'm just from Vancouver." And they're like, "No, where are you from?" I'm just like, British Columbia? Like, no, like, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
just
like
like,
where your parents
Canada,
from?
right? Like, say it, say it. Just ask me what Asian I am. Just say it. I'm
Yeah.
not saying it out loud for you, Betty. You better just say it. Yeah, yeah, I'm Asian. I was born in Canada, though. I was born in
Okay, okay.
Vancouver. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow, yeah, I totally forgot about that part. A fellow Canadian. We
Hmm.
have a fellow
Yeah.
Canadian in the chat.
I know that's rare, right? It's rare to run into other Canadian Genshin content creators. It's like, what?
Actually, some of my friends have been like, "Oh, like it feels like all the Genshin content creators are either from Cali or from Toronto for
Mm.
some reason. I don't know.
Toronto,
If
really? Who's
yeah,
up in
yeah.
Toronto? Who else is
I
there?
think there's like a few smaller ones. Um, I don't know if you'll know
Is there
them, but
actually?
I think
Because
there's like, do you know Irie? Irie
I
is
do know
from here.
Irie. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did this exact same thing with Irie. Like I was
Oh,
the host and I was asking
really?
Irie. Yeah. So
Oh, awesome. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And then there's some like Raichi, but I don't think he streams Genshin anymore. Kimmy.
Mm.
Um and then I'm trying to remember, but I can't I can't recall who else. Um
Right.
but
Right.
I guess
Yeah.
maybe in my
There's
circle there's like a lot of
yeah.
people
There's
from
people on
Toronto.
my end too. I know there's
Hmm.
Jay Chung out on my side over
Yes, yeah,
here.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I think there's Aaron Hongry. I think he's
Oh,
Canadian
Aaron
too.
is from Toronto,
Yeah,
actually.
he's from
Yeah,
Toronto,
he
right?
is. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And
I don't
then,
know. Oh, it's a Jeff, Canadian. He's in Quebec.
oh,
Uh,
really?
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Man, if there's that many of us here, I'm gonna talk to Hoyo and be like, "Yo, let's do a Canadian only thing up
Yeah,
here
because
somewhere."
we'd never get events in
Yeah, we never
Canada.
get anything, but there's
It's
so
so
many of us up
sad.
here.
I
I need to
know,
write that
right?
down actually. I'll
Okay,
talk to
yes, yes.
someone later.
Please tell them. Please let
Yeah.
them know. Yeah, and yeah, Ziox is Canadian as well. I don't know if he's
It
like
sounds
in.
Canadian.
Wait, yeah,
Oh,
you
okay.
didn't know that?
I had
Yeah,
no
yeah.
idea.
I think he's
I might have
from
known that, but I forgot.
Montreal, but he comes to Toronto often. I'm not
I
sure.
see. Okay.
But
All right.
yeah. Yeah, no, it's really nice to be a fellow Canadian. But yeah, going back to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
original point.
yeah. Sorry.
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no, it's cool, it's cool. That was a cool tangent.
Yeah.
Yeah, always nice to meet fellow Canadians. But
Mm.
what's it called? Yeah, I wanted to ask, was it really tough to have that conversation with your parents? Because, as you mentioned, like you thought that they had certain things in mind for you, like they wanted
Right.
kids and like or like, for you to have like a family, and
Yeah, yeah,
most
yeah.
Asians are quite conservative,
Right. Yeah.
and have their own beliefs, strong
Yes,
beliefs
yes.
and
Yeah,
ideas
no,
of, yeah.
it definitely was difficult because yeah, growing up, I remember the first time they caught me in a dress when I was like 6 or 7 or 8 years old,
Oh,
right? And
yeah.
then they gave me that talk, like boys, blah, 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 right? And then my dad said
Mm-hmm.
some things that they would say back in the day that aren't so family friendly
Mm-hmm.
or
Yeah.
okay in the year of 2023,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, so like that was kind of the vibe I got from them growing up throughout my
Mm-hmm.
teens. But that only taught me to just, be smarter about hiding and
Yep.
sneaking around,
No, I feel that.
because yeah, I'm not gonna listen to them. This makes me happy. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
repress myself. So yeah, I would
Mm-hmm.
often get to stay home alone by myself, and that's when it became dress up time for me. Um,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, as I got older, yeah, that always wanted to tell them like, hey, not like at the time I wasn't trans yet. I just wanted to tell them like I'm gender fluid because that's what I did
Mm-hmm.
for a while, but I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't bring that up because I just like, what's the point? I didn't think about it until yeah, that day a year and a half ago now or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I finally sat down. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It was over Messenger though, and then I like called my mom on Messenger. Yeah.
Oh.
So, but it was fine. Like I see them now. My mom
Mm-hmm.
even like shares photos of me on her Facebook to like relatives, and
Oh.
relatives started adding me. So, turned out much better than I expected. So
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool with that. Yeah.
Were you, I guess, like scared, or were you just
Oh
like, oh,
yeah.
like I don't, like whatever they say, like screw it,
Yeah.
I'll
No.
like
Yeah.
go no contact with them if I have to.
Exactly. Yeah. I had like a whole I have all right, I have a plan. So if this doesn't go well and we have
Yeah.
a big fight, I know exactly what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, that never happened, right? So yeah, I do
That's
really
good.
care about my
That's good.
family a lot still, regardless
Oh,
of if that were to happen. And thankfully, they care about that too. They definitely
yeah.
relaxed over the years, though. So
Yeah. Did you
yeah,
have
so it's
strict
much better.
parents as well growing up?
Did I have strict parents? Whew, no, not really. Because
Okay.
so my family's from Laos. They
Oh,
immigrated
okay.
over during the Vietnam War.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, they were refugees basically. So they got sponsored
Mm-hmm.
by people out here to come live over there.
Yeah.
But that happened around like when they were just barely finishing high school. I don't even know if they actually did.
Oh,
Uh,
wow.
so they basically
That's
came to
so
Canada, not
young.
speaking English.
Mm-hmm.
The church had to teach them a little bit. My dad got like a job just somewhere around that area, and so did my
Mm-hmm.
mom.
Okay.
And yeah, they just they grew up pretty casual, just barely graduated, but they had jobs.
Mm-hmm.
They got a house, they had kids, and yeah, like they always taught me like you better do good in school because we couldn't finish school. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Right, so
Yeah.
I was, like, a pretty smart kid up until, like, grade 9, and then I just gave up because I didn't care anymore. I just wanna play video games, so I just, like,
Mhm.
put the bare minimum in, just do my
Yeah.
test, get, like, a B. I'm like, "Alright, I can just, like, fly under the radar here."
Yeah,
I
yeah.
It didn't do so well for my sister because while I was really smart through, like,
Mhm.
school, I'm 2
Yeah.
years older than my sister, so when she finally ended up in the school I was in, they were expecting great things from her.
Oh, yeah.
No, she struggled a lot because my
Oh,
parents couldn't teach her,
no.
right? And they left that responsibility to me, but I'm like, "I'm 7 years old, I can't teach a 5-year-old math, like, what the fuck?"
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
tough. So, yeah,
No, I get that.
that's
Yeah.
that's that's my upbringing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
you do have your sibling or like your sister, because I was about to ask, were you
Yeah.
like an only child or?
I have one younger sister, yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that
Mm.
sucks for her though. Cause yeah, I think like I was kind of or not the same way, but cause it's tough being the older sibling because you
Yeah.
kind of have to like break all the barriers for
Yeah.
your siblings, but then at the same time it's tough for them because I remember one time hearing my mom tell my sis, she was like, "Oh, like why can't you be smart like your sister?" And
Yeah,
I
no,
was
exactly.
like, you can't just say that. Hello? That's
No, especially like an Asian parent, because they will make you feel bad
yeah.
about it, or they will guilt
Yeah.
trip you into something or whatever, right? Just some really
Exactly.
questionable parenting relationship
Mhm.
methods enacted
Yep.
upon your kid that'll
Yep.
leave some severe trauma
Yep.
for
Oh
them
yeah.
growing up,
Definitely very
right?
traumatizing.
Yeah. God.
Oh my gosh. Cool. Wow,
Shook my
we
head.
covered a lot so far,
Yeah.
but did you wanna was there anything in Genshin that you wanted to do, Rin? Maybe you could show off
Uh,
your characters for
what do you want
us?
me to do? Do you need anything done? Hook me up. What
Um
are we doing?
I don't know.
I'm a
I'm like
hired
having
mercenary here.
I'm having I don't really know what to build in Genshin nowadays. I feel like the game
You
is
need to
kind of
do any
at a
weeklies or
standstill.
anything like that?
Yeah,
Or
maybe we could do the latest weekly, the whale,
yeah,
the
sure.
narwhal. Okay, okay.
Let's
I
go
still
pick
don't
the
really
narwhal.
have this boss figured out, so you might have to carry me a little. But I'll bring my
All right.
strongest team.
Okay. Do you want me to provide the healing or will you provide the healing?
Ooh, I can provide the healing.
Okay.
This is meant to show you off after all, so.
Wow, it's about me today?
Yeah.
What? No. I'm so used to being the host for things. It's very different being the
Oh.
guest. So this is a very fresh and new experience.
I hope it's good so far.
No, it's great. I just came into this realization of myself, and I hate to admit it, but I
Mhm.
freaking love attention. So I love being in the spotlight. I like when people look at me, and I'm just like, yeah, but like
Aw.
at the
But I
same
feel
time, I'm like, Rin, shut off. No one cares. But yeah.
I feel like you kind of need that though to be a content creator, you
Yeah, you do.
know?
You have to be a little bit of I don't want to say it like this. You got to be a little self-centered
Yeah,
when
no, no, no,
you're like
absolutely.
some kind of content creator. You got to care about you. You got to care about the things around you. But I think it
Mhm,
also helps that if you do that, but you're self-aware at the same time, I think that
mhm.
kind of balances it out.
Yes, for sure,
That
for sure.
yeah, right. Not like you just only care about you and you don't care. Because there's like a recent thing that happened. Streamer kind
Oh,
of made fun of their chat for being poor because they couldn't afford like a thing they were trying to sell. Yeah, it was
wait, I
a
think I
joke.
saw this on Was it on Twitter?
It was
Or
on
was it
Twitter. It was a Twitch streamer. I didn't not gonna bring up their
Yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'll just say to
Wow.
chat, it involved cookies
Oh,
and
okay, wait,
selling
I know who you're talking
cookies.
about. I
Yeah,
know who you're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about.
So they're like it's kinda sus.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right,
wait,
I'll bring
is there
these two.
is there anyone, who else should
Just
I
any. Do you
bring?
have like Kokomi or something like some
Yeah, I
on-field
do have
healing?
Kokomi.
Yeah,
Actually,
Kokomi will work.
okay, I have every character in the game except for Risley, but I think I recall you have every character in the game as well,
I have
right?
every character in the game level 90 and at least talent level 6, except for
Holy.
Charlotte and Farina, since they just got in here. I'm still
Yeah.
working on them. They're like
Oh
3,
my
4, or 5 or something
gosh.
like that.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I don't have
gosh.
artifacts for everyone, but everyone shares artifacts all the time. So
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when you look at my account, like Shinyan might be holding like a cryo cup and like Aloy might be holding like a Skyward Heart for some reason, right? And Chet's like, "Why do you have that?" It's like, "You guys, no artifact sets, can't do this." So
Wait, I really don't know who you usually bring to support Amber. Or
the
you
funny thing is, I don't need anyone,
you don't need
right?
anyone?
It
Wait,
feels weird to play like a group for me. I can't do it.
wait,
Like when I
really?
play like in a full group, like I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. It's hard. I have to play just Amber by herself. Eula's
Oh
just
yeah,
coming for the
you
ride, and oh, something bad's gonna happen, Eula will show up.
Oh wait, actually that's true because you do a lot of showcases where it's literally just Amber solo.
Yeah, well, I used to do it a lot.
Mhm.
But yeah, I guess
Okay,
that's
I'll
what
bring a
people
shield for you.
do know me for in the community.
Mhm.
I'm not so sure about these days because I keep running into people like, "You play Amber?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Wait, really?
Right?
People don't know
Yeah,
that
no.
you're the Amber main?
I'm not the Amber main. I guess I'm the most popular Amber main, and I definitely
Mhm.
am at like top 5 or 10 for sure. But no,
Yeah.
there's a couple Amber mains that I would consider much, much better than me
Oh,
that are much more
okay.
deserving of that title. But I definitely have to represent the Amber main community now because, and I can do it decently, right? Okay, you
Mhm.
might want to follow me here because he's gonna jump out of the
All right.
water and
Okay.
crush us.
I
So
will
just like
follow
stand
your
here,
lead.
yeah, and just watch out for like the shock waves that come out. Right. So what you can do if you
Oh
got
my
anything that
gosh.
can hit him, go for it. But just watch out for the waves coming. There it is. Now watch the ground in the sky and get out of the way.
Oh, oh my gosh, wait, you're such
Yeah.
a good teacher. Usually I
Yeah.
just
All
like
right. Now stand next to him and start hitting him so you don't get hit
Okay.
by any of the water. Okay. Now he's probably going to come out of the ground. So get ready.
Chat, take notes
Yeah.
for those of you who are figuring
Run out of the
out.
ground. Start shooting again. Now run back up to him so you don't get hit by any of the water. So what you're trying to do here, you see that gauge below his health bar up
Yes.
there?
Yeah, yeah,
We're trying to get that to max. So he sends us into the next mode.
yeah.
Now he's just
Ooh.
kind of like gonna glide along the side. So as long as you're strafing left or right and not standing still, you shouldn't get hit by the water that shows up on the ground. It'll come up soon. But if you see it, just get out of the way. Just
Wow,
try to do damage to him as much as you can.
this is so like nice. You're such a good teacher.
Yeah, you should see my screen though. It's going like crazy. All right. Now see that ball in the middle?
Oh
We
yes, yeah,
break
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
open.
Okay.
All right. Oh, we didn't bring a Fontaine character.
No,
Okay,
we
that's okay.
didn't.
That's fine.
I
That's
was
fine.
I was
We
gonna
can
bring
still fight him.
Farina, but then I was like, oh, isn't this boss like hydro resistant?
You know, it's got the
Yeah.
pneumosia. Yeah, right. You need one of the characters from Fontaine. Whoa!
Oopsies.
To disable it. Yeah, this fight is just like face roll, just like fight him.
We can
Destroy the
brute
white
force
health
it.
bar. But it looks like you are aggroing the heck out of him. You
I'm
see
just
my watch my Ember from over here. Do you see this? Okay,
yo, I'll
so
be
he's
your
gonna
tank.
because we can't break this, he's gonna
Yeah.
summon one of three things.
Okay.
It's these. It's really slow. Just move out of the way.
All right.
Yeah. Whoa! All right, there he is. Okay, now watch out for the ground because the little bolts will show up. So save your stamina so you can run away from those and him. So just always keep moving, basically. At least it's
All right.
ranged. If you're gonna do melee, you probably should bring a shield. I think you have one with Layla, right? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I got the aggro off him right now because I'm the bigger threat. Yeah,
I mean, makes sense.
yeah, that's fine. Oh wait, oh, don't stand in the middle. And he's over there. Oh, he's going to you now. Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice,
I
nice.
don't know,
No,
Rin.
whoa,
It
ouch.
sounds like you're pretty skilled because you've played so many different types of games, but for me, I just like bring a shield and I like tank everything. I brute
The
force
thing
it.
is, like that's what you're supposed to do, right? That's how you play the game. This game's combat isn't like that complex, other than
That's
like the
true.
elemental elemental reaction system. That's
Mm-hmm.
it, right? You're supposed to use different elements together. You're supposed to figure out what combos work and how you should like fight the enemy and counter them. Me, I'm like, no, 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 no. Watch this. I have a gun. I got this. And yeah, oftentimes I do got this. Whoa, hang on a sec. All right, he's almost down. I'll show you my cool C6 R5 Eula on the whale right after
Oh,
this.
yes, please.
Yeah, but I'll show. But keep an eye on it. Whoa! All right, I think we can take him out right here. Yeah, there we go. All right, check this out.
All right. I'm watching. I'm watching.
We're get the whale down. Do this. Eula does this, and then this, and then this. She does a couple of these. And then this,
Waiting for the
this,
1
and
million
then right
damage.
here's. Oh, it didn't crit.
Oh, she
That's
did
okay.
crit!
No,
No!
here's no. Look at Amber though.
Oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna attack. Look at all that health being melted away. Holy cow.
Yeah, it didn't crit. That's why he gets to live again. So we just go through this
Oh.
phase again.
Yeah.
But we should try to kill him. But or are we gonna have to fight Mr. Robot Man or whatever that thing was? Yeah, I'll bring you out for this part.
Is Eula
yeah.
your second favorite character?
No, I only got Ulysses 6R5 for Amber. That was literally the only reason.
I love it.
That's
The
it.
dedication.
No other reason. Had to keep them together. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
There
No,
we
I
go.
get it. That's the shippers way.
Yep. There we go. All done.
Yay! Thank you.
I won't redeem this yet. I'm gonna save
Okay.
it for my chat tomorrow.
Oh, do you do domains with your chat or?
I don't do domains with them, although I probably should. But no, we do like channel point gambles. Like, all right, is it gonna drop a solvent or a billet or something like that? And then I'm like, is it gonna be an odd number, an even number? Then because I have a lot of solvents in my inventory.
Maybe I should do that too.
Yeah, it's fun. I just need more channel point redeems on my channel though. I don't have enough. Need to figure out some stuff. I'm just too busy though after work, just trying to like think about, all right, how do I make stream better? But I'm tired. I just want to lay down.
Yeah, I feel that. Do you mind if I ask what you do for work? Like for your day job? Or?
No, that's fine. I can't really say the company so much, but
that's fair.
I work for a production company that makes housing materials, let's just say. I'm just an office employee though. I just work in there and I schedule the lines and do all that kind of stuff.
Ooh.
But I've been with that company for 18 and a half years now.
What? Yeah. That's such a long time.
It was the first job I got out of high school.
Yeah, and clearly you've like stuck with it the whole way.
Yeah, I have. The security that it provides, it was really nice. Like they cover all my meds, benefits, vacation time, all this and that, right? But
no, that's
sometimes
awesome.
I have to drive I commute over an hour every day, Monday to Thursday at the moment. Yeah, it's frustrating. And I can work from home, but they won't let us.
Wait, is it because you know, I know a lot of companies are doing that nowadays where they're mandating
they want people like there, but I can do this at home. Like, no, we want you here. Like, why? And then they just have this excuse build team
morale or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
morale or whatever. I don't know. Just okay, sure. Whatever, man. But yeah, so I don't know. It's still a good company. Like they look after me. It's just something.
Yeah, that's good.
But
that's good.
I work my 8 hours a day. 7 to
Mhm.
3:30 PM. That's why I'm tired all the time. So I get
Oh
up at like 5 or
gosh.
6 usually.
Yeah.
Then I have to go to work, and then I get home around say 3 or 4.
Mhm.
And then now at that point I'm like, "All right, time to work on my content creation stuff." So I would
Yeah.
do that. So it's either YouTube editing or Twitch streaming
Mhm.
until like, I don't know, probably 11 because I try to
Oh
do
my
4-hour
gosh.
streams a day.
Yes. Yeah,
Not a
yeah,
day. I used to do it
yeah.
like a day. But that was tiring.
I
Oh my
I
god.
I feel tired just hearing about it.
Yeah, and then I would go
Oh
to bed late
gosh.
because I'm still awake after the
Mhm.
stream, right? It was really hard, like, for probably after
Mhm.
2018 to 2021, I would
Yeah.
do that. I'd work, come home, YouTube or Twitch, one of the 2, and it was just like a
Yeah.
one-person show at the time.
Yeah.
I got at least after 2018, I started taking
Mhm.
better care of myself. I got more sleep, I started looking after what I ate,
That's
and I was in good
good.
shape for a while, then
Mhm.
pandemic hit, and that all fell apart, right? But then I'm kinda
Yeah.
getting back into that groove right now as I am, but with less
Ooh.
streaming just because I can't keep up with the young people these days.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just
for
way too
sure.
tired.
I
Yeah,
totally feel that. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hmm. Do you have any tips, I guess?
Oh, tips?
Yeah, because I find I've never cuz for me, so what happened was I just started streaming like casually during the
Right,
pandemic as most people did because there wasn't like
right,
much
yeah,
else happening, and
right.
at the time I worked full time, but I didn't take streaming, I guess, like uh seriously, or it was more like a hobby, right?
Mm,
um
mm.
and then what happened was in 2022. Yeah, I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. Oh my gosh, time is such a blur. Uh,
Right.
I was working in tech, but then I got laid off. And
Oh,
then
okay.
yeah, so then I was like, well, I can either try to find another job in tech right now and probably get laid off again soon,
Yeah,
or I can try to do
gosh.
like streaming and like content creation full time, because before that I hadn't really considered it as a career, but I was
Right.
like, yeah, let me
Mm,
try it out. But I feel like if I were to go back to working a day job,
right.
I'd probably have to like, yeah, scale back and stuff, and
Yeah,
maybe give up like YouTube or something. I don't know. Do you?
so I had a panel about how to
Mm-hmm.
maintain or like how to balance work and life and
Yeah.
streaming and content creation at the same time.
Oh my gosh. Wait,
Oh,
where was this panel in my life? Why didn't I attend this
the
panel?
thing though is it's a pipe dream. It's not something that can be done unless you are like
Yeah.
superhuman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but if you were able to like sit down and follow a schedule to like the T, you could do it. But we're humans. We're gonna like
Yeah.
our minds just kind of wander off. We're gonna be tired. We're not perfect. We're not gonna follow the same thing. Like
Yeah.
yesterday, I was up until 4 a.m. playing Zenless Zone Zero, but not actually because I was playing that
Oh
dumb
wait, how are
snake game
you
that was in
liking
there.
it?
I love it. I love
You
the
love
game. Right,
it?
we're playing the stupid mini game that's in there right now. That's what
Oh,
I was doing.
the what was it? The snake? The snake game?
Yeah, snake game.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, everyone's playing that right now. But yeah, like there's things like that because like at the
Mm-hmm.
core of myself, I love playing video games and that's what I'm gonna do, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I
Yeah.
love the stream as much as I do. That's why I like to do
Mm-hmm.
YouTube as much as I do because I legitimately enjoy these things. If you don't enjoy the things you do, you are not gonna live through
Yeah.
being a content creator. There's
Yeah.
no way. Unless you are
Yeah.
like a liar somehow, right? Or something like that, or just that
Mm-hmm.
determined. I don't know. There has to be
Mm-hmm.
some degree of you liking the thing that you're making that
Oh
keeps
no,
you in it,
absolutely. Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So I definitely do enjoy playing Genshin Impact as much as I do. Yeah, so that's just kind of how it is. But no, like I would work, come home,
Mm-hmm.
content creation, sleep, and then that would repeat for years until about like a month and a bit ago. I actually had a panic
Mm-hmm.
attack because I worked myself way too hard.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
like my channel took off for a while, right?
Okay.
Like around 2020, 2021, I think. My channel started getting picked up on YouTube. I went from like
Mm.
60K and then I started growing like really fast just for all the Amber content I was posting. And
Ooh.
then I just made it just before YouTube 200,000 and then I froze there, like stuck at 198,000. and it's just sort of just kind of been climbing down now, sliding down really slowly, but
Oh,
slowly.
what?
Yeah, that was back in like May. So I was 198,000 then. I'm about 197,000 now. So I've lost
Yeah.
about 1,000.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh.
yeah, I know it just
Hmm.
happens to channels. Like you'll lose subs,
Yeah.
it'll plateau, right? You'll get
Mm-hmm.
kicked off the algorithm eventually for whatever reason, right? And then you
Mm-hmm.
have to try to figure out how to get back in there again, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been struggling to do that. So because that happened, that
Yeah.
was like a source of revenue that I was living off of for a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's become a lot more challenging these days, especially now because, everyone's going back outside, like no
Yeah.
lockdown, like
Mm-hmm.
Genshin's starting to get old. So, not as many
Yeah.
people interested in it, right? And not as many people interested in it at like Amber Showcase because we've seen
For
everything now.
sure.
It's
Yeah.
because we're just doing like lore and stuff these days. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
right, I'm just kind of like trying to find my thing again to see what I do. But that seems to be cosplay right now, another hobby of mine that I really like to do.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
what do you have any like cosplay plans that you could share with us? Or I
Oh
guess
my
like
God.
what do you
I
think you'll try
I
to
have like a whole like rolling clothing rack just like over there in my room of just like
Mhm.
costumes, and I just
Oh my
bought 2 more.
gosh. Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah, I've like enough costumes are like fun to play or something easily. It's ridiculous.
Wait, that's so wild. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. So then would you try to, I guess, like incorporate cosplay more into your YouTube videos? Obviously, I've seen like, you do streams of yourself in
Mm.
cosplay and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Or like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
no, I used to just do that and just go, but now I, have a little bit more fun with it. Like, oh, let's
Yeah.
pretend to be the character for as long as I can before I start laughing at myself or something like that, right? Um, but yeah, no, I've been doing like I posted a video
Mm.
probably about a week ago now. It was a Lisa cosplay video, the Sumeru outfit actually, the one that you're wearing right now.
Ooh, yeah.
Um, yeah, I was just like, "I bought this, you guys, let's put it on together." And then I was showing them like, "Oh my god, there are so many freaking, like, things that you have to, like,
Yes.
attach to it because it's
Mm-hmm.
Sumeru." It's
Yep.
frustrating. So I was
The
just showing them that
accessories,
process. Yeah.
yeah, takes so
The
long to put on for cosplay.
yeah.
So
So
people don't
I did
realize.
so yeah, I did that. I showed them the
Mm.
process of it, like a really quick, summary of it, and then at the end,
Oh.
I put it all on. I'm like, "This is what it looks like," and then, I just gave my review. Not sponsored or anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah.
gave them my honest review, but it
Oh.
didn't take off super well at the beginning, but over time, the video's picking up, and I'm like, "Oh, people
Ooh.
are actually kinda interested in watching this. Maybe I should try it
Yeah.
again, but make it
Mm.
better." So I'm looking at, like I have
Ooh.
3 different Kafka cosplays in my
Wait,
house,
wait,
right?
3?
3. They're the same cosplay too, but they are from different brands. So I thought, like, maybe I
Oh.
can make a video where I compare all 3 and,
Yeah.
just be like, "Yeah, this one's better than this one," or blah, 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 right? So
Ooh.
maybe people might like that, but, like,
I
3
think that'd
fucking
be
Kafka cosplays?
really cool.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my
So,
gosh. Is Kafka your favorite Star Rail character? Because you play Star Rail as well, right?
when Kafka showed up at the beginning and she did
Mm-hmm.
her boom, right? I was like,
Uh-huh.
"Oh!" It's like, she had me. She had me by the neck.
Yeah, I think she
I
had
was
a lot of
done.
people by the throat, myself included.
Yeah. She had me enough that I got her to E6. So,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
E6
Wait.
S5
Okay.
Kafka.
Okay. Wait. I'm curious, Sarin, if you don't mind answering.
Mm,
How
sure.
much do you think you've spent on
I knew that
Genshin?
question was coming.
I'm sorry, I
On
have to ask.
Genshin?
Yeah, on Genshin
Oh my
specifically,
god.
because Star Rail
If
is
I say
more like recent, but Genshin and like, do you have any other characters like C6 aside from Eula?
uh Ayaka, Hu Tao, all the standards except Tignari and Dia.
Okay.
Raiden and Yai are C3 each.
Ooh.
Please C4, Venti C2, and then like a handful of them are like C1. All the 4 stars are C6 except the
Yeah.
newer guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that makes
I have
sense.
I have a few 5-star R5 weapons.
Oh my god.
Uh, my channel's got like I'm sorry, my channel. My Genshin account has a lot. I'm just trying to think back to a tax record that I've already reported,
Oh
so I
my
don't
god.
mind sharing it. right?
I
So I
mean, you
don't know
don't.
about this year. It's
Yeah,
definitely a
yeah,
lot less this year, right? Because I haven't
yeah,
spent this much. But like years
yeah,
prior, when I was going crazy and I had the funds to do it,
yeah.
I definitely spent more. But it was a profit overall. Just putting it out there. Like I spent, but I
Ooh.
gained at the same time.
Mhm.
I think I spent, I want to say 10,000 maybe on Genshin one year. I
Okay.
think
Wow.
probably around
Wow.
there,
Wait,
right?
1 year.
That's like, yeah. Well, that's not, yeah, one year,
Mhm.
but that's like nothing compared to some people,
Some
honestly.
for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But 10K though is a lot,
It,
like a
yeah,
lot.
it
Right.
is.
It was a very like risky investment, but I did make a
Mhm.
return on it, right? So, phew, okay.
Wow.
So yeah.
What did
But
your return
yeah.
come from, like the, like all the content that you were able to make out
Yeah,
of
like
it? Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you make videos on YouTube and subscriptions
Mhm.
on Twitch and things like that, right? So yeah, I was at
Yeah.
like my prime for like a couple of years, but yeah, I've fallen off lately. Everything
Oh.
has just been declining these days.
Yeah, but
Just
I
trying
think
to find myself again.
yeah, but I don't think that's
Yeah.
like your because of anything you're doing. It's just like you said with COVID being like quote unquote over, people are touching
Mm.
grass, and then the like Twitch viewership declined after the big bubble from the pandemic and
Yeah.
everything.
Well, I can like I shouldn't just say that. Like it's not my own fault too. Like I could try to
Mhm.
make newer things. I could try to follow the rules of YouTube or, try things outside, but I don't want to, right?
Mhm.
As far as like that part, like maybe me making new content, yeah, I could probably do that, right? I could try to
Mhm.
find something else to do. That's fair. That's a fair criticism I can get. But
Yeah.
yeah, it is definitely a combination of things, but there are some
Mhm.
things that are just way beyond my control that control that more, which
Mhm.
makes, yeah, content creation is just really tough, especially right now. You need to know
It
exactly what you're
is.
doing, how to put it out, research your things, all this, and this, and this, right? It's
Yeah.
tough. Uh
Yeah.
yeah, so but yeah, that was a pretty big part of my revenue that I lost. Well, don't
Mhm.
I shouldn't say loss, that I don't see as much these days. But
Yeah.
thankfully, I do see opportunities thanks to Genshin with Hoyoverse because
Mhm.
I've been able to host their card game tournaments for
Yes,
Europe.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I did
Yeah,
see you were involved with that.
yeah,
Is
so I've been doing all their
mhm.
online for EU the Cat's Tail Gathering
Yeah, yeah,
seasons.
yeah.
And I've covered some for Asian for LA just in case some of the other casters couldn't
Ooh.
make it. So
Yeah.
I've been a backup. And I did that live show over in LA for the TCG as well.
Would you say
Yeah.
you're a pretty big TCG player too, or?
When I started, I was kind of like, yeah, like whatever.
Yeah.
But when I was in LA, like hosting the show and
Mhm.
watching them play, I got really into it. I was like, whoa, this is actually kind of cool. Then yeah,
Yeah.
then that became my hyperfixation for like a month where I would be up till 3 a.m. playing TCG against a bunch of people, right? So
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. No, I totally get it. I feel like with live events, there's just some like magic to them. It's really
Mm.
rewarding to be
Yeah,
able to
no.
see, yeah, all the
The the
participants and
the like just the setup for the like the event. I was like, this is
mhm.
just a friggin' mobile game from like a couple years ago. Look where it
Mhm.
is now. It's
Mhm.
ridiculous where it's come and what it's able to do and like present and afford and do all these cool things for the community. Like everyone likes to
Mhm.
dunk on Genshin for all kinds of things, but
Yeah.
like there are positives too, for
Oh no,
sure. I like to
absolutely.
celebrate the positives more. I don't know. It's just a fun game.
What is
Like
your favorite part
it's
of
yeah.
Genshin then? Do you have an
Oh,
absolute favorite part? Is it the
the
combat?
lore. It's the lore, and the combat is good too, right? But it's simple.
Mhm.
It's really easy to figure out. Like earlier, I
Mhm.
mentioned the game's about reactions, but I said
Mhm.
no. I'm gonna do this my way, right?
Mhm.
Because I'm stubborn like that, right? But
Yeah.
uh, the lore, the story, I personally enjoy. I know there's probably got some faults, and there's something like I have friends that
Yeah.
can analyze things way better than I can, right? And I'm
Mhm.
just here. I'm like, I just have a tiny brain cell, and it makes me happy when I listen to Paimon say a word or when Traveler finally says words or something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So
I
I don't
feel
know. I'm
that.
pretty easy to like entertain, I find, and it makes me
Oh.
feel kind of like not sophisticated as some of my friends because they have all these like they have these like robust opinions and these
Mhm.
like really great points that they share, and I don't want to just nod my head because while they're right, like I don't want to look stupid,
Yeah,
right?
no, no,
So
no. I get that too.
right,
Yeah.
but then I feel bad because like my gut reaction is like, oh, I enjoy a thing, and then they share their opinion. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
Okay.
It's like,
Right.
I would
All
have never
right.
been able to think of that.
I would have not thought of that. I would have just been like, "This is great. I like this
Yeah.
thing," right? I don't know, like, it's just how I am, man.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's
I hope
nothing
not,
wrong
right?
with
It
that.
it definitely makes me feel kind of, uh, yeah, like I said, not as smart as some of my friends, so I get nervous
Mm.
and try not to talk,
Aww.
right? Because I'll probably, like, stutter and say something wrong or something like that, or awkwardly laugh like I do all the time, and I hate it, right?
Aw. It's okay. I think I'm the exact same way. When I get nervous, I
Mm.
laugh a lot. Are you like that too?
Yeah, no, it's just like a defense mechanism for
Yeah.
me, just to, like, kind of take away the awkwardness and lower the
Hmm.
tension and like, "Ah ha
Yeah.
ha," I would just like laugh or something like that. I do it
Yeah.
every time. And I'm just like, "Stop. Just stop. Please stop it."
But hey, I mean, someone in chat says that your TCG decks have lore in them. So
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they do.
what does that mean?
The the TCG decks that I design are not meta per se, right?
Yeah.
Because meta decks have like, let's say a meta deck at the time, a long time ago, was Ito,
Okay.
Noelle, and Barbara.
Okay.
Noelle and Barbara, while they do meet each other, they have no association with Ito whatsoever, right?
Yeah.
Right. So like those are the kind of meta decks that I don't like to build. I like to build decks that make sense. Like characters all from this thing, or characters all whatever this
Oh.
or associated this. Generally characters
Yeah.
that know each other are the decks that I
Hmm.
build. Right. But
Yeah.
I just build a lot of gay decks like Amiko,
Oh my god, I love that.
Baguang, Queen Lisa, Amber Eula. That's the stuff I go for. Right. So yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, I love fucking Baguang.
Oh my
They're so good.
god. Wait. Oh,
They're probably one of my faves.
wait. Is Amber Eula your OTP or is it another Genshin
Okay,
ship?
so
We're
are
talking
we
about
gonna
this
talk
now.
about
Yeah, we're
ships
talking about
now?
this
Okay.
now.
All right. So the thing is, let's say, let me put this. Amber Eula definitely paired together a lot in
Mhm.
the community, right?
Yeah.
Some people even put Amber and Collie together, but I don't. I'm like, they're sisters, you guys don't do that.
Okay,
That's my
valid,
opinion. Like, you
valid.
do whatever you want, but
Yeah,
my kind of stance on that is they're that. That's kind of
yeah.
the same with Amber and Eula to me too. They're more like a sisterhood rather than like a ship to
Oh,
me. But I
okay.
can see why people would do that anyway, because people
Mhm.
are usually like, "Oh, Amber's this short, that means she must be this age," or "Eula's this tall, she must be this age." Like, guys, people come in different sizes at different
Yeah.
ages. Like, I know a 5'1" person that's like 29. Like, come on.
Oh my
So,
god, wait, that's me. That's me.
is that you?
That's me.
Okay,
That's
that's 2
actually
people
me.
I know now or something like that. Like, oh my god, right? But
Yeah. Height does
so
not
but
define your age.
exactly. I'm like, "Oh my god." But anyway, so there's that. They're not, I wouldn't say they're my OTP. I think my biggest OTP is definitely like Beto and Ningguang, 100%, right?
Ooh.
A Miko came out of nowhere. Like, it was never really a thought until I cosplayed A, and I had a
Oh.
friend cosplay Miko, and
Oh.
then we got to act stuff together for our chats,
Okay.
right? I had no idea really like about the 2, but then
Yeah.
like I started learning through that. So I started looking into it more on my own, like, "Oh my god, I love this pairing." Right? They're so gay. Right? Like to the point where I like relate to Raiden A like a lot actually. Like I really
Really?
love Raiden A. That's my next favorite character.
Oh.
Um
What is it about her that you relate to like the most?
I guess I can draw parallels between how she kind of did the whole like Sakoku decree and like locking
Okay.
herself away, trying to keep eternity so nothing bad happens again. I've definitely been something like that in the past
Mm.
where I've had bad things happen to me and I just wanted to shut everything down and not see anyone
Yeah.
again, right? Just to keep it
Yeah.
like that and that's it. Right? Things like that. Azel's is just
Mhm.
kind of like not there in the head sometimes, and I can definitely be that a lot of the time, right? And just kind of like this fan thing. I don't know if it's a fan thing or a lore thing or whatever, but everyone depicts her as a gamer. I'm like, yeah, that's me. It's gotta be
Oh
me, right?
yeah.
So
I think it's from one of the like fan arts from like last year or
yeah,
something
but
that Hoyo endorsed.
it became like such a popular thing to
It
associate with
did.
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's just like, oh, that's great. So yeah, like my hair colors kind of dyed purple
It is,
after her too.
yeah.
So you know,
Oh.
A I love A, right? But now Miko, I
Mm-hmm.
never cared for Miko before, but
Yeah. But then,
after like liking A a lot, now I started to appreciate Yai to the point where I'm like, there's this Omamori on my mic. There's
oh,
all this behind me right now, like A Miko stuff.
oh
My mouse pad is A Miko. Uh, yeah, so it's just like, what happened? Right. So I got a lot of Raiden cosplays. I have a Yai cosplay too.
yeah.
I tried them all. So but yeah,
Ooh.
that
Wow.
was the thing. So thank you, chat, for making a Miko happen. I don't know how it happened, but it just happened.
You
All
have
that one cosplay
taste.
stream.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
and I just noticed you have A and Miko pins on your cardigan.
Oh yeah, they're right
Oh
here.
my
Yeah.
god, that's so
Yeah.
cute.
While Baegwang is my ship, like A Miko's more like the aesthetic of it, but
Okay,
Baegwang is
yeah.
still pretty damn good too. So.
Oh, I love that. Wait,
Yeah.
Gel? Is it Gel or Gal? When I was a new Genshin player, I immediately sensed Baegwang. Oh yeah, the vibes that they were giving off was like
Instantly, 100%. I love cosplaying Beto too. She's so fun. She's like
Oh.
that mix of like femininity, but also like has this kind of like masculine appeal to her too.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah, I
very, very
love
strong.
that. I love that. Like a
She
lot of people too,
Mhm.
like me as Beto too, which is really fun.
Oh.
So I
Is
get to do
Beto your
that.
favorite character to cosplay?
I would say Beto's my favorite to cosplay for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I went to
Wow.
the Genshin concert in LA recently.
Oh, how was that?
It was really cool because there was the whole Hoyoverse creators meetup there at
Yes.
that weekend
Mm-hmm.
too, right? But because it was a concert, I was like, all right, I gotta dress fancy for this. So
Yes.
Beto had that collab outfit with Cadillac, right?
Yes. Oh my God. Did you go as
Yeah, yeah, I went as
that?
that. Yeah,
Oh my.
there's like
Wait,
pictures on my
I
Instagram or
think I saw
something.
pictures. Wait, I want to look them up now.
You'll find them on they're on my Instagram. You'll find them
Okay.
there like really
All right.
fast.
Uh, Let me
Feel
pull it
free
up
to
right
share
now.
it with the stream.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think it's Oh, I see it. I see it. Hang
You
on.
see it?
How do I stream this? Let's see. Chat,
Yeah,
are y'all seeing this? Oh my gosh.
there's lots of cosplays on there. There it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
You look so good. Oh
Hell
my
yeah.
god. Okay, wait.
What's going on? Oh,
Oh
yeah,
no,
that's
for any
I
minors
forgot
here.
about that one. That's okay. That's just Beto, like legit.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
how
a
she
prop. It
is.
was a prop.
Yeah.
But
Very,
wow, no,
very
you really brought her to life. Like,
yeah, I enjoy that character very much.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, if you scroll
Oh,
like for like halfway down, it's not
yeah.
that far down. There's more Beto cosplays and
Oh
like Fanime.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, cosplay's a
I
big
love.
thing for me
Oh
to
my gosh,
do.
wait. Is
Yeah,
oh
you see
my
the
god, this
comparison?
is so
Yeah.
cute.
Wait, what did you find?
Oh, it's you with the A wig on, and then you have the
Oh,
apron of Miko.
yeah.
I love it. I love
The
it.
mom stance and everything. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's great.
Aw. Wait, so what other cosplays do you have or is there a character you really, really want to cosplay that you have not done yet?
For Genshin or just overall?
Just overall.
Oh, I think I'm too old to cosplay this now, but I've always wanted to cosplay Cardcaptor Sakura.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
Rin, please, it's never too late. Never say never.
I don't know. I
I
don't know if I
think
can.
you
If it
should
was
go
like
for it.
Sakura from Tsubasa Chronicle, maybe, but not Cardcaptor Sakura.
Wait,
I
why
don't
do you
think I can
say
do
that? Is it because of like the schoolgirl aesthetic
Yes,
or
yeah, it's just that I don't know if I'll look good in it anymore. I'm too old for this.
Oh,
Right.
what?
I know you should just do whatever you want, but like
Yeah.
for me personally, it just would make me feel uncomfortable too at the same time. That's all.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, like if it's your comfort level is most important.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
But for cosplays coming in, I really want to cosplay Chlorinde.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I also really want to cosplay Risley as well. But
Really?
yeah, I haven't bought
Rise
that one
League?
yet. I bought a
Oh.
I bought an Alhaitham cosplay. That's I need to work on that a bit more. I need to fix his wig.
Ooh.
Um and I just ordered Kaveh recently as well.
Oh wow. Do
Yeah.
you cosplay a lot of male characters in the past?
I used to not. Now that's the funny
Mm-hmm.
thing about transitioning for me. So,
Yeah.
let's kind of go back to that topic.
Yeah. No,
All right.
absolutely.
So so before
Mm-hmm.
I transitioned,
Yeah.
I used to dress up a lot more, how do I put this? Let's say provocatively. I would lean like
Oh.
really heavily feminine for sure. And
Okay.
like everything, right? As much as I could. Like maybe some
Mm-hmm.
chat might be aware of like some of the pictures I used to post back in the day. Um
So are we talking like, like you'd wear like makeup or you'd
I'm
like
talking like boudoir shoots or however you pronounce that. Yeah. Cuz I
Oh.
used to run an OnlyFans for a while for like 2 years and I did like modeling on that kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I made quite a bit of money off that actually, so
oh my god,
but I
I'm
stopped
dead.
doing that after a while.
Wait, and this was
Um
sorry, before you transitioned?
Yeah, this was
You
before I
mentioned? Yeah.
transitioned.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
yeah. But I had like everything that could make myself look like a woman at that
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
Um, but after transitioning, I felt like my whole preference for identity has like centered rather than like lean
Okay.
left or right. I guess
Oh,
you could say if it
okay.
was a spectrum, like men or mask or femme.
Yeah.
So I've definitely been more comfortable with presenting mask every once in a while, but I definitely prefer like feminine pronouns
Yes,
or
yeah.
things like that, right? But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like for I started cosplaying some guys lately, and like this is awesome, right? So I cosplayed Al
Wow.
Hatham, I cosplayed Jing Yuan,
Oh my
I
gosh.
have Kaveh coming in. I think there's another one I can't remember though. Sino, that's the other one. Yeah,
Whoa. Oh, it's all the Sumeru guys too.
yeah, it's because there's like Sumeru around right now, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, those are the ones. So yeah, no,
Wow.
I'm having a lot of fun with it. Like it's great.
That's awesome. But
Yeah.
is there a reason why you think that is? That, I guess, is it because after transitioning you feel more comfortable in your skin? And so that's kind of like led to you centering your, I
Yeah,
guess, like what you identify as?
I don't know, maybe it's just the hormones working or something like that, right? But, it's
True.
just like, life is just quieter now, like, when, before,
Mm,
like, gender was, like before I transitioned, like, a big part of my life was just thinking about my gender and how I wanted to
yeah.
be and dress up and things like that. But after that got taken care of, I just don't think about it anymore as much, right? I don't really think about my identity. Every once in a while, I look at the mirror, I'm like, "Oh, shit, I'm doing it," right? I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'll go share it with
Yeah.
people. Like, I understand why some of my or some other trans people also like the for how should I put this? Flaunt it, right?
Yes.
But they're happy. They're happy to
Yes.
share it because they
Yeah.
finally got there. Because I used to
Mm-hmm.
be of the opinion like, oh my god, they never shut up about it. I get it now.
Yeah.
We're just sharing it with people about how happy we are
Mm-hmm.
that we're finally doing this, right? It's just so
Yeah.
good. But yeah, I just don't think about it as much anymore. So that's why I'm like, whatever. I just kind of dress however I want. Yeah.
Wow.
So
That is awesome. Oh my gosh. No,
yeah,
that really like because I think
yeah.
it
That's
takes a lot for especially cuz it gets better is not focused but they're mainly targeted towards like youth and people who
mm,
are younger. And I feel like especially for LGBTQA plus people,
right.
um, it's a lot harder because when you're young, you're already trying to figure out who you are and what you like and what you identify as,
Oh yeah, yeah. No,
right?
like
And
that's definitely just your whole life up until
yeah, yeah.
probably forever. Honestly, right? Just I don't know. For me, after transitioning, like I just don't think about gender as much as I do. Right? It's like I can just relax. Right? I'm finally
Mm,
here now. I just can go do my other things. but I'm a content creator, so I'm constantly like online all the time, right? So
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for
yeah,
sure.
right. And then yeah, there's the whole like that's just gender identity. Now let's go to
Mhm.
like the attraction and the sexuality of all that. So that's fun too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What would you do you mind if I ask like
Yeah,
what
no, I
your
don't mind at all. It's fine. I just did a panel with this with a friend recently because
Ooh.
we've been doing what's it called? A panel about
Mhm.
asexuals, right?
Oh, was that
So
with
I
Ying?
that was with Ying, yes.
Okay,
Ying was the
I
host
did
for
see
those two.
that. Yeah, how did
Um
that go? Is that
the
what
last
you
one
identify as?
me,
Sorry
I
for
am
yeah, sorry for all
definitely
the
on the
questions.
ace. No, I'm definitely on the ace spectrum for sure.
Okay, okay,
Uh I would definitely say asexual, yes.
okay.
Um, but as far as like, gay, lesbian,
Yeah.
whatever, right?
Mhm.
I thought I was pan for a while. I thought I was
Okay.
bi for a while. I've been through everything now, right? Now, by definition, as a trans woman, now I
Yeah.
am just gay. So
Okay.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So that means that
I
you are attracted to women, right? Is
Yes,
okay,
yes.
okay.
That's it, right? But no more than
Okay.
that. Like, oh, woman pretty, but don't want to get involved like that, buddy. I'm good. So yeah.
Did it take you a lot to figure out that you
God,
were, I guess, like ace as well, or like,
I've
did you
been through
ever?
it all though.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was cis
yeah,
and straight for the longest time. And
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I've lost my virginity. Like I've definitely
Mm-hmm.
done the fun wrestling with people,
Fun wrestling.
right?
That's the first time I've
Yeah,
heard of it described.
both as like a dude and
Yeah,
also as presenting as a girl with
yeah.
another dude, right? Like I got to experience both sides basically, right? Of
Wow.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
And like it was fun, but like overall I just hate body fluids. I don't like them. It's kind of turned me
Mm,
off from it now. So
that's
like
valid. No,
I'm
that's so
good.
valid.
I'm fine now. I'm good where I am. And also
Wow.
just like part of the effects of taking E does kill your libido. So
Oh,
I'm
really?
like, all right, I'm chill now, man. I'm just taking it easy here. So yeah. Yeah.
Wow. But do you obviously like because you mentioned also being a content creator, have
Mm.
you I guess experienced like you know not weirdos but like a lot of hate? Would you
Oh
say
boy.
you get a lot of hate? Have you been
uh,
hate rated before?
have I been hate rated? I think the
Yeah.
worst thing that's happened to me
Yeah.
was someone got my Instagram suspended because they reported me as impersonating someone, but
Okay.
immediately after that, they came to my stream,
Okay.
donated $1 to trigger the TTS, and then they told me that they got me banned on Instagram in that TTS, plus along with some other very not
Um.
nice words, right? And
Wow.
yeah, so that was a bit frustrating to go fix. But I'm like, how did you
Yeah.
report me like who?
Yeah. Like yeah. No,
Right? Who
actually.
did I impersonate? First of all, I'm curious, right? But like, yeah, I didn't let that go. So I
Interesting.
banned them and I also refunded their dollar. I'm like, fuck you, get out
Oh
of
my
here.
god, wait, I love that you did
Yeah,
that. Like it's like
yeah.
fuck your money.
I am not taking their cash. I don't even care
Yeah.
if it's a buck. So
Wow.
yeah. Mm.
That's okay.
But yeah, like
I
the
hope this
hate
doesn't sound
comments happen a lot. No,
okay.
like again,
No.
like we said earlier, just ask me anything, try it. Just
Oh
push
no,
the buttons.
I was gonna say, oh, like this is gonna sound really bad for me to say, but I'm kind of
Mm.
relieved because I've heard
Mm.
like other creators where they've been botted and like like swatted and stuff and like sent
Oh,
so many disgusting
I'm
messages. But I feel like that's like actually that's like okay. Like it could have been worse. I feel
right. Well, like okay,
like.
the like swatted, like I don't know. I'm just really careful about like where I live
Yes,
and
yeah, 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 yeah.
exactly. Like that's why I didn't say where I worked out loud, right? I
Exactly.
can't
Yeah,
say
for
that,
sure.
right?
Oh
But I
no,
can
for
tell
sure,
you
for
what I
sure.
do.
Please don't say
Yeah,
that.
exactly, right? Just I'm not gonna say where I work, but I can
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
you about
yeah.
my job.
Mhm.
But like obviously you cannot see anything behind me or whatever's
Yes.
going on. Like you could
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
figure out where I am right now.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, I just keep that part of like I share a lot on the internet, but I'm also very
Mhm.
careful about like my personal space. I don't share any of that. But yeah, like every once in a while would get like a hate comment toward me, but sometimes I do kind of
Mm.
invite it over just with how I'm acting.
Oh, wait, what does that mean?
Some of the shorts that I've made recently, like, so this
Okay.
one happened kind of recently.
Okay.
So this kind of happens every once in a while, and it's very nice. Some people come to my Twitch stream and they're like,
Yeah.
Rin, and they tell me a story about themselves about how they started transitioning and they were inspired by
Oh,
me and they
yeah.
wanted to thank me because it didn't, gave them the courage to start and do it
Mm.
alongside me, right? I'm like, oh, that's really nice. That's happened several times in my chat now, right?
Oh, yeah.
But so like, I thank them and just, start telling a story and,
Mm.
it gets kind of sappy. And so I try to like turn it around from being sappy to making it funny. So
Yeah.
usually my go-to joke is like another one for the trans agenda or something like that, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I've made a couple of shorts of just doing that. Like the short starts are like very happy and very nice and
yeah.
good vibes.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I'm like, oh no, we got another one, everyone. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one for the trans agenda. And then
Yeah.
some people in the comments take it way too seriously. I remember this one guy.
Uh,
He's like, "Why is this on my feed? I didn't ask for this. This is blah blah blah." And he started like sharing his opinion. Like, dude, you're the one looking this up on YouTube. That's why I shared it with you. So,
hmm.
like, you tell me why this is popping up. Hmm.
That's
Like, is
true.
there
That's true.
something else going on here? Like, you want to share something with that, right? Yeah. Anyway. So
Wow.
yeah, I'm
Oh.
very like jaded to just mean comments. It's been happening to me for
Mm.
forever, right? So you'd
Yeah.
have to really try really hard to like make me cry about some really mean comment. Because now I could just look at them and
Mm.
I could laugh at them.
I
Some of
guess
them are
that.
kind of funny, but yeah. So
I guess that makes sense
yeah,
considering, you said that you've been on the internet for so long. Is
I've
it
been on the
just
internet for a long time. Yeah, sorry.
Is
Yeah.
it just like I guess like exposure therapy? Cuz I
Well,
feel like I don't have a thick skin
that
and
and I used
yeah,
to be that person too, right? I used to be on the other side of
true.
that. I used to be a
Yeah.
4chaner and I used to say really horrendous things. Then I
Oh.
learned, right, not to say
Yeah.
the really horrendous things that you do see people on the internet say, right? But thankfully, now this
Mhm.
is a fun joke me and a friend of mine like to do. He's like, so if you start on 4chan, there's only two paths for you in life. You're either trans or you're a right-wing Redditor, one
Oh
on
my
the
god.
two, right? So it's just like, oh. So yeah, right. It's just, I
Like
always shake my head when I see that because it's true. Sometimes I see it.
well, I'm glad you're
Like,
not the other one.
yeah, but the funny thing is, like, 3, 4, 5 of my other friends all were like me, trends. Now I'm just like, oh, all
Really?
right then. Well, what happened here? So, all right, girls, what's going on? What happened? Well, how did this happen to us? Right. We like to be very self-aware about it. It's very funny. Just joking around
Yeah.
too. So yeah.
Yeah. I
I think
guess
that
it's
I think
mhm.
that's the thing though about like being transgender. A lot of people think like just because I'm transgender, you can't make jokes around me or you have to be serious,
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
to take me
yeah.
seriously all the time, right? Like if you
Yeah.
misgender me by accident, I don't care. Just like fix it. Or
Yeah.
like, yeah, we can make jokes about this. Yeah, we can just, still talk like we normally do and make
Yeah.
whatever jokes in our group chats or whatever you guys want to call it, right? But like, I'm the same person, just different pronouns and happier
Yeah.
maybe, but that's it, right? So,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
I keep sitting like this because I'm like chilling, right? So,
No,
yeah.
that's the gay way to sit.
Is that the gay way to
No.
sit? Because I'm
Okay, okay.
cross-legged in my chair right now. I'm
Me
just
too,
like,
me
yeah.
too.
This is very all right, Chad. If you were sitting like this in your seat, at least some form of this, you are on the spectrum
Yeah, yeah. The joke.
somewhere.
No, the joke is that if you're not straight, you can't sit straight in your chair either.
True. Yeah, that's fair. Gotcha. All right, I'll use that one next time. I love it.
Wait, so yeah, kind of to go back to that, Rin. I think
Mm,
what's it called? Cause yeah, I think I found that when people are like younger and they're trying to figure themselves out,
mm,
um, like it's kind of like what you said. I noticed that a lot of people who used to make, like homophobic remarks when they
mm.
were kids, it turns out that they were just closeted.
Yeah,
Were
like
you like
I
that
mean,
too?
they're I mean, they're just kids, right? So they're just
Yeah.
repeating what their friend said because it's funny. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's, like, any indication of that. You have to look a little bit deeper into, like, what the
Mhm.
child does. Because,
Mhm.
yeah, there are definitely a lot of friends of mine that you're very just masculine in school and did masculine things, and they're,
Yeah.
like, married with a family and whatever, right? Um, People that make closeted jokes like that, I know we like to be like, "Now you're just doing that because you're probably that."
Yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
sometimes, but sometimes people just like to hate,
That's
right? And
true.
they just
Yeah.
hate, and just vile people that just, that's the world that they were brought up in growing up.
That's true.
So that's all
Yeah.
they know. They won't change their mind after that. So I
Mhm.
think the best thing for me is to exist out there and put myself out there in front of everyone and just show people that I can take it. Like it's nothing to be afraid of. Right? It's how you dismantle it and how you like, prepare for it too. You also equally can't just go out there and just be like, I'm trans, you can't touch me because people are gonna do some really mean things if they can get
Yeah.
their hands on
They
you, right? So
they
you
take it as a
also have to.
challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Make sure you're like with friends or you have some kind of self-defense, whatever, right? Keep it safe. Like if kids at home want to come out, but they're not in a place
Mhm.
to do it, just be patient for a bit longer, right? The last thing you want to do is make it a
Yeah.
very bad situation, living situation for you. And you're just gonna have to live with that for until you have to move out. I don't know, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I try to teach people is that you can do this, but be smart about it. Don't just,
Mhm.
run out there just like ready to do it and unprepared. It's just
That's
no,
true.
just don't do that. So yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, because actually, I don't know if you heard, Rin, but at the beginning of the stream, before you came
Mm.
on, someone in chat actually wrote, they're like, "Oh, like my mom asked me if I was a lesbian, and I don't know how to
Oh.
respond." Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Well,
I was
that's
wondering
kind of
what
hmm.
you like, what
I
you thought, because
mean,
for me, I said, "Oh, like I find nothing wrong with, like lying, like just straight out denying,
yeah,
a
like
hundred
if you
percent."
need to protect like okay, so
Yeah.
if the mom comes up to you and you're like it's the context like
Yes.
honey,
Yeah.
are you
Yeah.
a lesbian? Or like, honey, are you a lesbian? Like, whoa, what'd they say? How did they say it? How did they ask it? Like, what's the
Yeah.
situation here? What's going on?
Mhm.
Right? Context, it matters.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Is your mother friendly to LGBTQ? Is she not? Right?
Mhm.
It's like you have to be ready to like kind of, change your game plan here. Like what's gonna happen here? But also
Yeah.
like what the fuck? That's none of your mom's business at the same time. What the hell? Right? But like if your mom
Yeah.
is important to you and you do want to keep her around, yeah, you probably would
Mhm.
have to share it with your mom at some point. So if yeah, she came up to you asking that, figure out like the situation you're in right now and see what is the best
Mhm.
angle to do. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. My parents have
Yeah.
come up to me, "Are you gay?" I'm like, "No, I don't think so." Right? But yes, technically now I am. Right? So, yeah.
I guess. Do your parents feel anything about that?
About me being trans or gay? Which
About you
one?
being gay? Because you already
Oh,
talked about them, how they, I guess, reacted to you being trans, and they're like, oh,
I
okay
think
with
my
it and stuff,
parents
right?
have a very like very narrow vision of like they kind of associate being trans by also being gay too at the same time. I don't
Yes.
think they
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
understand it yet, right?
Yeah.
Because yeah, if you're gay, then you're everything. You're also trans, right? No, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like I'm trans and I am now gay technically, right? By
Yeah.
technicality, by our definition, as a trans
Mhm.
woman that I like women, that makes me gay
Yeah.
now. That would probably not make sense to my parents, right?
Yes.
But
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
"You're not gay because you don't act gay." Like, what do you mean don't act gay,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
What does that mean?
Because I'm still pretty like the same as I always was.
Mhm.
Just chill here, like low voice. There are situations where I have to like play it up for protection, right? If I'm in, like, an
Oh.
awkward situation, like, in public
Yeah.
somewhere, like, sometimes I have to start talking in a higher voice and kinda go like this, kinda stereotypical kinda thing, and then as soon as I leave, I just kinda bring it back down, right?
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
it's, self-protection, right? Some people
Mhm.
expect the gay to, like, act like that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Uh-oh, okay, put it on,
Yeah.
then just get out of there," right? So,
Does
yeah,
that
but no, that's
mean?
sorry, go ahead.
Oh no,
So
I was just gonna ask, like, oh, does that mean that in public most people like perceive you as feminine or as Like
Actually.
you the pronouns that you want, or
Recently, someone actually assumed I was a woman. I was like, oh, that's nice.
yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah. I've heard people
Someone
say
like
that
I'm
that
starting to
feels
like appear
nice.
like one now. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Most people know. I don't think around here people just mind their own business,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True.
But sometimes like a big group situation, some people try to like approach you, and then oh, okay, time to repel, give them away.
Like as in
No,
like they make like advances, or like they try to like hit you
oh
off, or
man, when was the last time someone made an advance at me? That's a long time ago. I don't really put myself out in the public too much, but
Mhm.
and I do, and I need to go to like a crowded like bar, for
Yeah,
instance,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I
yeah.
need to make sure I like keep people
Yes.
like
Yeah.
at bay. Yeah, I might have
No,
to
I
like
feel
act a
that.
little bit. Yeah, right. So it's not me, right? It's just something I have to do, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So yeah,
Okay. Aw.
it's been a
I mean,
yeah.
it's
Last
it's
I'm
nice
thinking like, when was the last time someone made an advance on me?
because for me, who is very obviously like feminine presenting,
Mm,
I find that yeah, when I go to a public place, there's all those little like safety precautions that you have to take, like, oh,
yeah.
make sure that you don't leave your drink anywhere and cover your drink with your hand, and when you go to the bathroom you got to
Mm.
go with another girl and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. Like if I'm by myself, I just go use the men's room still, right? Because like I don't want to deal with
Oh,
this right now. I'll just go in there,
yeah.
just put like my hat on or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
So, but yeah, if I'm with a group of people, then it's not as bad.
yeah.
But if
Hmm.
like the situation ends up in there, it's like, oh boy, okay. Time to like play it up a little bit. Hey, like, kind of thing. Sometimes it's fun to
Wow.
do, but yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah,
that's so
that's just my
interesting.
life right now. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's that could be like an interesting topic one day. How to protect yourself in public, just in case. Things you can do as a transgender person. Maybe people might be interested. Who knows?
I feel like there's people interested in chat right now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Like I know Subwoofer also identifies as well, sorry, Subwoofer. I forget exactly whether it's trans or not, but they are also like pretty like gender fluid and like yeah, pretty big fan of yours.
Technically, transgender is an umbrella term for non-binary people too. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah,
don't
yeah.
normally associate with that because when you go transgender, you would assume like the person goes all, like they can only be on one side, right? But
Hmm.
gender is a spectrum, so
That's true. Yes,
technically,
gender is a
it's
spectrum. Yeah, yeah.
all under that umbrella. So if you're non-binary, you're also trans. So it's not
Hmm.
bad. Like don't feel bad if people call you trans because that's what you are. But
Hmm.
obviously, rather non-binary. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's a
Hmm.
that's a panel that I want to bring up sometime. Or invite a bunch of
Ooh.
non-binary people on, and we ask them what being non-binary means to them specifically. And there's no wrong answer because there's a different experience
Oh.
between all kinds of people. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
All right.
It's just like this time around, we're able to give it like names. We have like tons of labels and names for all
Yes.
these kind of like feelings and identities and things like that.
Yeah.
But also on the flip side of it, there are people that don't want to be perceived at all, so they don't have anything. They just don't want to be
Mm.
like nothing, right?
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
And
think it's
mhm.
important, just as important as having no labels. It is important to have labels, I think. So
No, I agree with you. Yeah,
yeah.
and I think also another thing is that sometimes people get a little overwhelmed by the number of labels there are, and they think like,
Yes.
oh, like I don't know which one would fit me, or I
Right.
don't know which one to use, or if it's
Yeah,
okay for
but
me to use like more than one and stuff.
that's the fun of it, right? Like gender is a journey, sexuality is a journey. Explore it, like
Yeah.
try different things, right? I've gone
Hmm.
from cis straight to trans and gay now. Like, come on, you can do whatever you want. It's just part of life.
The
You're
complete
allowed to
opposite.
change. Yeah, like no, but you're allowed to just go through life and just experience different
Yeah.
things. And once you find it, you'll know, right? If you're not happy with one, move on. It's
Hmm.
okay. Right? That's I
That's
think
true.
people are
That's
afraid of that
true.
because if they feel like they switch, they're stuck. You're like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Just play with it, have fun with it, go move along. It's 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 a journey. Like it's a it's a huge journey for me, right? So
For sure.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kyron, you're right. It's okay if no label feels perfect too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There
So
are
whatever
so
you,
many. Yeah,
whatever you
even with
feel most
like
comfortable with.
there was the one that we talked about recently, not too long ago. The topic about neopronouns. Have you heard of this?
Yes, I
Yeah.
have. But for maybe you
So
could talk like can you tell chat for people who don't know what neopronouns are? They're basically like newer or not newer pronouns, but
they're pronouns that don't necessarily like he, she, or they. They have like
yeah.
some other
Yeah.
context to like some other identities that pick from here and there, right? But
Mm-hmm.
often there are many of them and they're hard to keep track of, right? But
Yeah, yeah.
a friend of mine explained this to me, and I thought it was one of the best ways to like remember them is
Okay.
that you don't have to remember all of them. You simply just ask the person what their pronouns are if they happen to use neopronouns, and they will tell you. Now,
It's
think of it
true.
like this. Think of like a wrestler. They have names like The Rock or Hulk Hogan or like what's his name? The guy that just shows up at he's kind of invisible but not there.
I
uh
don't know anything about wrestling, so
but you know what I mean? Like just people that just have like stage names,
yes, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
is like what's like I'm trying to think what is something that you might know? Uh
In
what's a
terms of
stage name?
hmm.
Anything. Is
Oh
there like
no.
a
I live
is
under
there
a
like
rock.
oh okay. What
I'm sorry.
John
I'm
Cena,
uncultured.
yeah, or whatever, right? Some
Yeah,
people get
yeah, yeah.
referred to by their name, for instance. Like I would call you Winnie, right?
Yes.
Winnie
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Now think of a neopronoun as just a name. And then you just
Oh.
remember their name, right? Or their neopronoun
Mm.
and you just use it like that. That's it,
Yeah.
right? You just
Yeah.
have to ask. I would at least hope that people using neopronouns understand and have the patience for other people to like try to
Yeah.
learn, right? Because
Mm.
if you're also demanding people know but you're not telling them, then there's a reason to be upset.
For sure,
But
yeah.
if you're actively and being patient about, like I am too, to share
Mm.
that with other people, then it's not difficult. Like I'll remember your name or your neopronoun. You just have
Yeah.
to share it with them, right? And you'll get it. It's that easy. It's so
That's true.
ridiculous. Like when I learned, they're like, oh my God, that is so easy to do. So yeah.
Wow, that's a really good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
When in doubt, just
It,
ask.
yeah. It's just it's like think of it just as like a name. That's it.
Yeah.
Like obviously Rin's not my real name, right? I can share my
Mm-hmm.
real name. It's Jovi, right? So
Oh wait,
but
really? Is
some
it
people
really?
yeah. Yeah, that's my
Oh.
real name. Jobi. But my friends call me that, right? Some of my
Mm-hmm.
friends call me Rin, right? But you
Mm-hmm.
can look at those sort of like neopronouns. They're just kind of like names, right?
Oh,
And then you just
yeah.
kind of know that person as those two names. People know me as this and this. But if it let's say I
Yeah.
shared like a neopronoun, they're also known like this. And it's not going to be that difficult to remember. So, at least in my
Oh,
opinion, yeah.
yeah. Wow, that's
Also,
cool.
it doesn't affect me, right? It's just for them. Like, all
Yes.
right,
Yeah,
this is how you
yeah.
want to be referred to. Cool, I got you. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's so
Simple
true.
and done. At
Yeah.
least that's how I see like the use of neopronouns and the ease of it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Ooh, okay. Cool.
yeah,
No, I really like that. And
yeah.
I
No,
like
I
your
loved it too. It's like, oh,
name
interesting. Oh, you like my name too? I was named after
too.
the glam rock singer by my mom.
Yeah. Oh, that's
uh,
so
John
that's so
Bon Jovi.
cool.
My mom named me after that guy. Yeah.
I love
Now look
that.
what happened. Yeah. That's
Wait,
what set it all off.
I do have a question though, Rin.
What's up?
Because you said that you know you're pretty like to go back to the topic of like how to protect yourself, I guess.
Right, right, right.
Um, I guess what is off limits for you? Because I would think, oh, like you shouldn't share your real name online.
Oh, I don't
But
care. You're not okay. I'll share my real name online. You're never gonna find my last name. Try me.
so like don't share your last name is what you would say, or don't
Yeah,
share your
no,
full name.
like
But
now
first name
the
is
the
okay.
funny thing is
Yeah,
my
yeah,
name,
yeah.
my first and last name is a very, very, very unique combination. No one else out in the world has that name except for
Yeah.
one other person.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're around my age and they live in the US.
Wait, how do you know?
It's
Like,
because I get emails about it because they put the wrong email in their forms. And
oh,
then I get
wait,
these
that's so
emails for the other
wild.
guy. I'm like, you put the wrong email
Oh
down,
my
you idiot. Come on.
god. Wait, that's actually so. Wild. Holy
Yeah, so
cow.
I get all this information about them that I don't need to see.
Oh my
And I've seen some
gosh.
crazy things from them, like,
My
"Oh my god,
gosh.
my doppelganger is like this."
What?
Yeah, and that's not the only
Wow.
one. There's, like, a 3rd doppelganger. We don't share the same first name, but we have the first initial and last name.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
remember this guy, he signed up for, like, what's it called? What's a dating app? One of the
Like
very popular ones.
Match.com or something?
Something earlier than that. I can't remember.
Okay, Cupid? No, wait, I feel like
Yeah,
that's
that
more.
one. Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay,
had,
okay.
like, an OkCupid, right? And he had this conversation going on with, like, I guess some lady he met on there. So,
Yeah.
but he put my email on there because we have the same first and
Oh my
last name, but I
god.
assume his email had something else in it that he
Yeah,
missed,
yeah, yeah.
or the person trying to email missed something, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So she keeps emailing me,
Oh
and
my
they're like,
god.
they're like flirty messages that I see in my inbox, but obviously I'm not replying. This is mine. Like, oh, this is
Yeah.
me, right? But
Oh
as time
no.
goes on, she gets progressively angry. I'm like, "Dude, bro, I'm sorry. You're gonna miss out on whoever this lady is."
Oh my gosh,
Right?
she thinks
So
he ghosted her.
yeah, exactly. And they're like, oh, I feel bad for her, but I'm not gonna get into this. So it's just so bad.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Yeah,
god, it was
truly what a
so
position to
awful.
be put in. Holy
Yeah.
cow. But
Yeah, so
yeah,
yeah.
I guess I was just wondering like what else you would advise people to not do or that they should do to protect themselves online and in
Uh,
person
Online?
as
Oh, online,
yeah.
just don't be online, honestly. That's the best thing you could do, right? Don't share your name, don't put your pictures on the internet, nothing like that. If you need to be on the internet, use an alias. Don't follow anyone
Mm,
that's your friend, stuff like that, right? It's simple,
yeah.
right? But like me, people love attention and you just gotta throw everything out there. So, but in person, when it comes to like presenting,
Yeah.
obviously I'd say go out with friends if you can.
Mm.
Always be in a crowded area. If you're being followed, never go home. Go to like a coffee shop or something like that.
Mm.
Stuff like very basic stuff that I would assume or guess like girls get taught growing up too about how to take care of themselves. It's the same idea, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, especially as like a trans person, it's easier to blend in with a group rather than walk around by yourself. But that's
Mm.
what masks are great for these days. I love them.
That's
So,
true. Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like masks are more and not like more like widely accepted or whatever because of COVID,
Mm,
but
right.
yeah, you
I
can use
just
them for
liked wearing
fashion
masks
too.
before COVID was a thing, so that just gave me an excuse to
Mm,
wear it all the time after that,
yeah.
so, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, being trans is cool. I love it.
Wait, so what about for the people that do love attention?
Oh, it really depends on how much attention you want. You, like, want people at your house? Go ahead and share your address, but I would advise against that. I'd say
Oh my
no.
gosh.
I don't know, I just like, I grew up a shy kid. I didn't really like performing and being in front of people, but I know
Really?
deep down I wanted to, right? I was just really
Yeah.
shy and I lacked the confidence to do it because I like, for instance, there was a basketball team in my elementary school and I
Yeah.
wanted to join, but I was scared
Mhm.
because I didn't want to let them down, right? So I never
Oh.
joined,
Yeah.
right? So I didn't want that anxiety on me. I guess growing up,
Mhm.
I don't know if you had this experience, but when you mess something up as a kid, they let you know about it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And they make
yeah.
you feel really, really bad about it or
Yeah.
really
Mhm.
dumb about something. It's like they almost
Yeah.
gaslight you into just making you feel this way for a bit.
Yep.
So that kind of stuck with me, and I never wanted to try anything growing up.
Oh.
So, but as I got older and started making YouTube videos and things like that, it just got a lot easier to just, act
Mhm.
and do things. I remember my first YouTube video. It was the most awkward piece of garbage ever.
Wait, what was it exactly? Do you mind sharing with us? Like, you don't have to
I
share the video, but just tell
No,
us
it was
about
like a
it.
Q&A video, right? But it's
Okay.
like I had like my phone camera in front of me. I'm sitting in front of it and it's just like stuttering and ums and ahs. I'm really
Oh.
quiet. Like it was a bunch of information that in this video, like it was like the worst kind of content in terms of like no one's gonna watch this. Who cares, right? But at the time I kind of had my own following anyway from Tumblr, so I thought that'd be a great
Okay.
idea. I'll just do like a Q&A. My
Mhm.
first video is the Q&A. It's so dumb. Uh
Mm.
so yeah, that was like one of the first. But as time has gone on and doing cosplay and having friends that also do cosplay around with me,
Yeah.
just made it easier to just like, finally just perform and act. Like I love to do like voice acting as a hobby as well
Mm,
on top of like dressing up. So
yeah.
yeah.
That's so interesting to me because I think I was like growing up, I was also, I think I still am like kind of shy.
Yeah, no, like yeah, they're like I get awkwardly kind of shy. I have friends that can do it better than me. Like, what was
Hmm.
this one here? It's this clip that a friend of mine did. They were
Okay.
Yaimiko
Okay.
and I was the Shogun.
Yeah.
And this a viewer in our chat wrote us a script
Oh,
to act out,
oh my
right?
god.
It's a really
I'm
oh
blushing just
god.
thinking about it. Wait. What was this? The script was like family friendly, right?
It was family friendly, but it was what they got us to say. It was just like it wasn't anything like touchy-feely or anything like
Okay.
that, right?
Yeah.
But
But
it was just like, what was it again? Basically, Yai like walks up to A, who's playing a
okay.
video game,
Okay.
and then Yai just starts, cute talking to A,
Okay.
but it starts turning into like an uwu voice,
Okay.
right? But my friend, they lean like heavily into it. Like the squeaky, like
Oh my
really like high
god.
pitched like uwu stuff. And my line was to imitate it as well, right?
Okay.
But I just cringed, right, naturally. And then they just started leaning into more, and I just like I just like groaned like out loud, and I just like walked off camera, and they just started laughing, and it was just, oh god, just can't think of it. So painful. But
Oh
yeah,
my
like,
gosh.
what were we talking about again? How did that come up?
We were talking about, I guess, like, I wanted to ask, like, how did you get past that, like,
Oh,
shyness and putting
that.
yourself more out
You
there?
just do
Yeah.
that, right? You just do something so embarrassing that the next thing you do, you're like, okay, it wasn't that bad. Because yeah, now I can do. Actually, so is Al Hatham one of your favorite characters or no? What do you think of him?
I think he's pretty hot.
Okay, so listen to this story now.
Okay.
Okay, so I was cosplaying Al Hatham. I have a
Okay.
friend with me. She
Okay.
likes Al Hatham a lot too,
Okay.
right? We're just hanging
Yeah.
out at a con, just standing around.
Okay.
So what I did was there's a sign behind her. So I point at the sign and I'm like, hey, what's over there? But
Okay.
the thing is, when I pointed, my
Yeah.
hand was kind of close to their face. So
Okay.
when they went to look that way, I grabbed their chin and brought it back. Like
Ah!
that, right? Right? And I gave him kind of that look for a little second, and she just freaked out
Oh
in a
my
good way.
god.
Right. But yeah. So yeah, like things like that I can just do now. Like whatever. I don't care.
I wow,
She enjoyed it.
that
Right?
is Riz. That is peak Riz. What the heck?
It's the Riz Taicho. She's back,
The Riz
everybody.
Taicho. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I think I
So
would die if anyone did that to me.
a lot of people told me that, yeah. I was surprised I managed to pull off because that's the first time I did that too. I was like, I'm gonna make this work. And it did. And I was like, holy shit, it works.
Wow.
So yeah.
That is wild. Oh my gosh. Like you just thought of it and was like, "Oh, my friend's going to love it if I do this." And then
I
you just did
think I
it?
saw it somewhere
Okay, yeah.
before, and I just reenacted it, right? But I just want to know, like, does that really work? So I tried it out. I was like, oh, and apparently my friends
Oh.
never heard of this before. I told this story a few times too. Some other people too, they've never heard of this. So like, really
Oh.
interesting. So
Interesting.
yeah,
Maybe I
yeah,
can. Okay, noted. No,
yeah.
chat,
Try
take
it
notes.
out. Yeah, take. That's exactly what some of them said too. Take notes. Take notes. Yeah, try it out. See what happens. I guess. Oh,
I'm dead. Wait, so does
yeah.
that mean, or can I ask, like, what content did you do on Tumblr?
Oh, just wake up in cosplay. I used to do
Making
Lolita
cosplay.
fashion a lot. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I used to have a
Oh.
big Lolita fashion hobby for a while.
Oh, wait, and then what happened? Did you just like, I guess like,
Expensive. Like I didn't
oh,
make money at
yeah,
the time,
yeah,
right? So
yeah,
I
yeah,
can't like
yeah.
afford like a new like coordinate like
True.
every 2 months. Like some of them were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Right. And you couldn't really wear it anywhere. Well, you could, right? But
But it's
me
very
at the time,
eye-catching.
it's eye catching. I still
Yeah.
identified as a guy back then, right? So
Yeah.
I only kind of did it with friends. Uh,
That's true,
I
yeah.
think I gotten rid of the last bits of my outfits too. Like, yeah, some of the
Oh.
stuff I keep, but I never
Mhm.
sell. I just give them to friends because I
Yeah.
can't be bothered to deal with that hassle of trying to sell
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Yeah, so I just gave them away.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything. I think I have some OG stuff left,
Ooh,
but
what's
as
that?
far as the dress, it's like more like in a way boy Lolita in a sense, right? But not
Oh,
Lolita, right? It's like the guy style that would pair with it really nicely.
interesting. I never heard of that
Yeah,
before. All the
O
Lolita I've
U J
seen.
I.
OIJI?
No,
Oh,
OUJI.
oh,
OG.
OUJI. Okay,
Yeah,
wait.
OG.
Let's look this up really quickly, chat. I'm gonna go on. Hopefully, there's nothing. I don't think anything will show up. Anything
I think
sussy will
it's
show up on Google
fine.
Images.
It should be okay.
Here, let me share this. Oh
I
wait,
th
this looks so cute.
yeah. I
Whoa,
think
it
yeah, like stuff like that.
kind
I
of
think
reminds me of Linny a little.
yeah, no,
Question
Linny is like a
mark?
prime example of it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Linny is a prime example of OG style. Although I personally don't like Linny's outfit.
Oh really? How
Yeah,
come?
not into I don't know. He doesn't need garters, does he?
Okay,
No.
yeah, valid. The garters are
Put
a
some
little
pants
much.
on, man. Like God. Like you would look better in just like a suit. Maybe put like a
True.
garter belt around your pant leg, not your whole leg. Come on, man. Bro.
That's true. That's true.
This is me though. That's just my opinion. People might like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's very eye-catching. Wait, so
Yeah, that's it.
what is your favorite part about like content creation then, Rin? Because for
Oh,
me, like I fell into streaming like
right.
just because like it was something I wanted to try, and then I really like it because I like hanging out with people and gaming with people because I use gaming as a social tool mostly. But
Yes.
what about you? Are you also like that, or do you like editing more? Are you an
So
extrovert or an introvert? I actually
oh,
can't tell.
I definitely come off like an ambivert, but I
Okay.
definitely introverted, right?
Okay.
Uh, so content creation is obviously a broad term, so I'm gonna separate them
Yeah.
and go through each one. I love
Mm-hmm.
to stream. It is my favorite thing to do right now.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a way for me to be social with people,
Yes.
and I like to just play video games, right?
Mm-hmm.
My
Mm-hmm.
original thing to do for streams
Yeah.
was to start playing a bunch of JRPGs that I like old
Mm-hmm.
ones that I would just show to new people. I remember one of my streams a long time ago is when I showed my chat the original Final Fantasy VII from start to finish. And then we played the remake so they could
Oh.
appreciate it more, right? And it was
Yes.
great. We had
Yeah.
an awesome time. Uh as
Oh.
far as YouTube, I was more of the editor type rather than the host or the person on screen.
Yeah.
But because, like back in the day, you just kind of starting out your own. So like I had to be the editor and host.
Yes. You have to do
And I
everything. Yeah.
am technically I'm still host and I have editors for myself now to do
Mm-hmm.
it, right? So
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I've always loved to edit. Like I edit my own things every once in a while still, but
Yeah.
I would still say like I probably prefer to well before it was definitely editing, but now that I also am a cosplayer, I
Mm-hmm.
definitely like to be the host and kind of in the spotlight. So yeah, I
Yeah.
like to be there as well. So there's like a whole bunch of reasons why I like to do what I do, but uh
Oh.
if we were to summarize it, I guess everything that kind of is in common here is that I am in the spotlight. I like
Mm-hmm.
the attention that I don't
Mm-hmm.
like to admit, right? But as a content creator, you have to have some degree of like caring about and being a little narcissistic about things.
Yes,
So,
no, absolutely. I don't
yeah,
think there's
right.
anything wrong with admitting that you want
Yeah. I
attention.
think
I admire you a lot for it. For being able to say it so openly.
I'm just trying to be like more just, real and true to myself, right?
Yeah.
Don't just say it out loud. Don't beat around the
Mm-hmm.
bush about what you're trying to explain. Just yeah, I just like attention.
Mm.
Yeah. Chat, please. I love attention. Don't leave. So, yeah.
Aw. Do you think you'd ever, cause what's it called? I think at least to me, you look like you're doing very not like well for yourself as a content creator, but like
Mm,
you've said before that you've been able to live off of like the revenue that you made from content
yeah.
creation and stuff. But you
Well,
also have like, work during the day. Like
yeah.
you have a day job, right?
Yeah.
would you ever like give up your day job and
I
try to like
want to. I
yeah, yeah,
really
yeah.
do. And I was
Yeah.
about to, but
You were
then my
about
channel
to?
fell off. Yeah. My channel fell off all of a
Oh.
sudden. Then like thankfully I didn't quit my job yet, right?
Mm-hmm,
Because
mm-hmm.
I need that source of income.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like at its peak, I was able to buy a house or buy an apartment, right? Like a homeowner. I mortgaged
Oh.
a home,
Oh my god,
right? Yeah.
congratulations! Woo!
Especially out in like Vancouver. Like, oh my God,
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Right?
That's amazing.
But yeah, now things have been a bit challenging lately, that's for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
thankfully, I've been able to at least get uh work to
Yeah.
pay for my bills through other means
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
sponsorships and opportunities with Hoyoverse, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
and just the generosity of people on Twitch and people that just watch on YouTube just somehow keep me afloat still, right? So I appreciate
Yeah.
all those people very much, right? But I'm hoping that I can kind of get my YouTube back up to the point where I can try to get some of that back and, start piling
Mm-hmm.
a savings again. 'Cause yeah, it's tough. It's tough, especially when you live by yourself. So
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. It
Mm.
does feel like even for me, I think I was trying to buy a house like a few years ago, but
Yeah,
then
it's
COVID
it's
happened, and then
it's
yeah,
tough.
it feels like you have to be yeah like double income, no kids or whatever, or
Yeah,
like
no,
just
no,
make a shit ton of
no. I
money.
have a friend of mine said the same thing. It's like if I ever get married, we just double income, no kids, kind of thing. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's probably
yeah.
the best thing to do right now. And then just move to like Alberta or something.
Oh my
We
god.
need to start like this wave of everyone just move to Alberta. We're
Oh my
just gonna
god.
live in Calgary or Edmonton. We're all just gonna live there. We're gonna get in while everything's cheap and
True,
we'll be
true.
fine because we'll all be around each other. We'll have social gatherings.
That's
We can make our own
true.
events
Actually,
and we can afford living and we still get to live in Canada and it's not that far away from the coast. So, right?
that's you're not wrong. Yo, we can make it
Right.
like the Texas of Canada.
Yeah, I know. It is the Texas of Canada. That's what Alberta
That's
is.
true. You're right.
Right?
You're
It's
right.
100% the Texas of like the Canadian Texas. 100%.
Ah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
but
No,
speaking of that, oh, sorry. What were you gonna say? I was
no,
gonna
I
ask.
was just gonna say we definitely need to bring the Canadian creators to one spot somewhere and do
That's
something. I
yeah.
would love that to happen.
Wait, but I feel like Alberta's a little too harsh with the winters.
Yeah, but that's probably something that would suck, right? But Vancouver is kind of far and expensive. That's the problem. And then you
That's
don't want to go to
true.
Saskatchewan, do you?
Yeah, I don't know what's in Saskatchewan aside
It's
from
just flat.
farmland.
Just flat. Just the most abysmal purgatory you could ever be. I've never been there, but
I
that's
was
how
about
it got
to ask.
described to me.
You
Yeah.
have
No,
do you have experience
I've
with
never
that?
flown east. I've never gone
Really?
past outside of BC other than going to the States or to Japan. That's it.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, would you ever come to Toronto?
I
Question
want
mark?
to. I need a reason to go
Come.
there though, right? I need
Yeah.
a good reason to fly over there.
All right. Next time you're
Yeah.
here, hit me up and I'll take you
I
around
will
and
let
everything.
everyone know that is within the vicinity of Toronto that I will be there and that
Yes,
everyone can
yes.
come see me. Yes.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
Gucci. Wait, have you
Right.
traveled aside from like I know you mentioned like you went to Japan.
Mm.
How long ago was that?
Japan was
Yeah.
just before the pandemic,
Oh.
2019.
Oh, that's when I
I-
went.
Oh, do you happen to be in the Love Live at all?
No.
Or no? Okay, 'cause that was
I've
the
heard
reason
of it.
why I
I've
went.
heard of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Was
first time
there
actually,
an
the first
event or
time was for a
something?
wedding. Sorry, the first
Oh.
time was for a wedding.
Okay.
Well, a friend's wedding party.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. The second time I won a lottery to a Love live
Oh,
show
oh
in
my gosh.
Saitama.
Oh,
Yeah, that was really cool.
It
And
sounds
then
cool.
yeah, and then the third time was Love Live Fest, which was like another concert again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I
Yeah.
went to that. Then COVID hits. Right.
Oh
And then
gosh, yeah.
the only recent traveling I did was down to LA for
Mhm.
the TCG thing, and
Yeah.
then off and on I've gone over into San Fran
Yeah.
or go to
Okay.
Seattle. Yeah. Usually just on the
Oh.
coast around here. Yeah.
Okay. Would you ever consider moving out of Vancouver? It sounds like no because you bought your own place, but have you cuz especially as a content creator, I feel like there's like
Yeah.
more opportunities in the States, like way more. Have you ever
Yeah,
considered leaving
I'd love to,
Vancouver?
but I need like I can't just go there. I need money, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I need to
yeah,
nail down that revenue source first, or at least like a
yeah.
savings I can live off of, right? But
Mm-hmm.
that's hard itself already too. So yeah, I'd
Yeah.
love to move somewhere closer to where other people are, because yeah, Vancouver, there's not many people out here for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And like not as many opportunities as like American creators would get
Yes. Yep.
either, right? Because LA is like
Yeah.
the big hot spot for
Yep.
content creators, voice
Yeah.
acting, industry work, stuff like that, right?
Yeah. All
But
the events are
we,
there too.
yeah, yeah, right. So
Yeah.
it'd be nice to just live there, but LA sucks, by the way. I hate it
I've
there,
heard.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is awful. Like only my friends there make it better, but the
Yeah.
rest of LA is just it's just hot garbage.
Because it's like so expensive and the traffic is
Expensive. The
bad. There's no
traffic is
infrastructure.
horrendous. Oh my
Yeah.
god. It is so bad.
So
I've
then,
never been scared in my life all the time just driving through there. Yeah.
wait, can you
It's all right.
drive? Can you drive in
Me?
or yeah?
Yeah,
Just
I
I'm
have
just
my
curious.
license. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. Yeah, because
I've
I
been driving for 20 years now.
ooh, that's so
Yeah.
long.
It's very long. Yeah. Like, again, I'm old.
I
I'm
know,
really
I
old.
know, I know.
People don't expect that. Yeah. Everyone thinks I'm
Damn.
like, usually people guess me for around like 26 to 28.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
wow, like 10 years older than that, buddy.
It's the Asian genes.
Yes, Asian genes. What do they say? Asian never raisin or something like
Yeah,
that? I
Asians
think
don't
that's how this
raise.
thing goes. I remember a long, long time ago, back when like
Hmm.
Genshin was like 2 point something. I remember I went on voice call with Tectone for a little bit on his stream.
Oh,
And
okay.
he was just like talking to me about stuff, right? And
Yeah.
he was just I think at one point he's just trying to guess my age. It was like, try to guess my age. Right? Because Tecton's like
Mm-hmm.
28, 29 right now. And he thought I was like younger. I was like, no, dude, I'm like 7 years older than you. He's like,
Oh my
no, what the
gosh.
fuck? Yeah.
Wait,
Right?
okay.
So
I didn't know Tectone's age, so I would have guessed he was older than
yeah,
you, even knowing your
most
current
people would
age.
think that. No, I don't think Tectone's 30 yet. I think he's like 27 or 28 right now. I can't remember.
Oh
Somewhere
my
around there.
gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
a lot of creators like are your age, like around that range, right? From either like say even as young as
That's
19, some of the creators are around all the way
yeah.
to like before 30 at least, right? Most of the
Yeah.
content creators that I are associated with are like
Uh-huh.
between 26 to 29, usually the ones that I
Oh,
see more.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That
So
makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah. Because I feel like even for me, like, what's it called? It just, like, don't get me wrong. It's nice hanging out around like other like younger creators too because they kind of like
Yeah.
teach you a lot.
Yeah, no,
Also,
they're in it. They know all
yeah,
like they
they
know
know
the
the tech.
trends. Like yeah,
Yeah, but it's just
they're the hot commodity right now. People want to see
yeah,
younger, more energetic people entertaining them for sure.
yeah. Do you think that will affect, I guess, like your, mm, I guess, journey in content creation? Like, do you think you would stop making content or streaming anytime soon?
Oh, I've thought about quitting,
You have
honestly.
thought about quitting.
Yes, I have thought about quitting just because it's not working right now and trying my best to figure out what I can do, but
Mm-hmm.
it's tough, right? And I gotta quickly think about it soon too, otherwise I'm gonna be in some hot water pretty quick.
Yeah.
So I've thought about quitting. I've thought about like maybe being an agent for other creators because
Yeah.
I have those connections and the experience now,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I could act as like someone's just I could take care of someone else easily,
Yeah.
or like a group of people, because I could just
Yeah.
take the time that I do that and then go help other people.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but every decision I made so far and just everything that I do keeps leaning me back in to just keep making more. So I'm just like, all right, here we go again, right? And I can't really say anything too much about this, but there's something pretty cool coming up, right?
Ooh,
That I need to
okay.
stick to. So like I can't quit yet, right? Because I got to do this.
Yes. Yeah,
So
yeah, 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 yeah,
I'm like
for sure.
I'm still in this rat race right now, seeing like maybe one day, maybe I'll get back in there, but who knows? I have no idea. I'm just kind of like
Yeah.
cruising along right now, just doing the things I want to do again, not like
Mm-hmm.
trying to make content every day and like kill myself trying to like get things out all the time. It's tough, right? It's so hard,
Yeah. Yeah, it
right?
really
Because yeah,
is.
yep. But
Wow.
uh Yeah, I'll probably keep content creation going. I think. I
Mm-hmm.
think naturally that's what I'll lean toward. I'll be in
Yeah.
some field of it, whether I'm an agent or just doing my own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. That
Yeah.
that gives me some hope.
Good. I hope so, right? Like just you said you're like 28, 29? I
Like
think
I'm
you said?
29, yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that's when things turned around for me. So
Really?
yeah, like you got how many years? 365 days in a year, right?
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
like 6 or 7 years to catch up with me. That's a long time of like experiences and things that you are about to witness. So don't worry about it. You
Yeah.
got this. Just keep sticking to your thing. Yeah. Obviously,
Oh,
like, go out of your
yeah.
comfort zone and just try new
Mm-hmm.
things all the time, right? Until something lands. One day for me, Genshin just happened to land and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time and boom.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm sitting here because people think I'm popular for some reason, which I'm not. Yeah. Kidding. Yeah.
Oh, thanks,
So,
Rin. Yeah, no, I know that I do feel like what's it called? I guess younger than I really am because even for content creation, I didn't like start until like yeah last year, like 2 years ago, and there's creators like you that have like a decade of experience and everything. So I'm trying hard not to like
yeah.
compare, but also it's like oh man, I wish I
Go
had
no,
started
like it's
earlier.
totally okay. I don't mind at all. I've gotten over that. Cuz I get
Hmm.
it, right? Cuz people constantly compare themselves to others and
Yeah,
like for instance, some people hate it when streamers get mentioned in their chats like, "Hey, this is
yeah,
my chat. Please don't do that."
yeah,
I
yeah.
honestly don't give a shit, right?
Hmm.
The fact that they're mentioning a streamer in my chat and you're watching me, I'm like, "Oh, I'm on the same level as them. That's cool." But I
That's
also try
true,
not to
yeah.
think of it like that either, like
Yeah.
levels. A friend of mine like really pointed it out one day that when I was like talking about friends and levels, like you keep putting them on levels. Why do you do that? You guys are all like the same people. So what if you're like more successful than others? I'm like, oh, yeah, it's a good point. I think that's what they said at least, right?
Hmm.
But we're just like we're all people, right?
That's
If you
true.
constantly look at people as like different levels, then it gets to be really toxic, because then
Yeah.
probably you'll naturally just tend to like gravitate to like the people higher up rather
Yeah,
than the
that's
ones
true.
lower, at least in your head as you like rank them, because I guess
Hmm.
we do that just subconsciously, right? But
Yeah.
I try not to think of it like that. So yeah, everyone's just got their own thing going on. They got their own set of problems that we don't probably see on the internet unless they overshare. Some people do, right? Uh, but it's just yeah, I just do your thing. You'll be okay. You'll
Oh,
find your groove
thank
eventually.
you. I hope
Yeah,
so.
yeah. You will, you will. That goes for you and anyone out there, right? Just, find your
Hmm.
thing and make it. It
Yeah.
is a business and you got to make,
Yeah.
decisions that will help you, right? And
Hmm.
sometimes it's not going to be for the benefit, but if you do want to take the thing seriously, sometimes you do have to like kind of
Yeah.
bend the rules of it. But if you're crafty, you'll be able to figure out a way to like make it the way you want it to be. So I think that's the
Mm,
fun in it. Like subversion, always doing something different that people would expect.
that's
That's what I
true.
like to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is nice to
So
like surprise people or like
yeah,
when people have
exactly.
an idea of you in their heads and then you
Hmm.
turn that around.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
actually, I'm curious. Like, what kind of person did you think I was before this?
Oh my gosh, that's
Just
a good question.
be completely honest. Yeah,
Uh,
I love to hear like what people think of like me.
mm, I mean, I think all I knew about you before this was that you're a Genshin content creator, and and you seem like a hardcore gamer to me because I saw all your Amber
Yeah.
showcases and like
Right.
that you have
Yeah.
like every character in the game level 90,
Mm-hmm.
and built, and then but I didn't know much beyond that.
Right. So you just thought I was
So
just like some gamer that just like super hardcore at Genshin.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, and
Which can
like
come like in a multitude of personalities. Like that can be anybody.
yes, yeah,
But
but also
they're
I
probably sorry, go
mm.
ahead.
Oh no! You go ahead.
Yeah.
You go ahead. I didn't mean to
There are
interrupt.
probably like some personalities you would associate with that kind of person, right? I guess that would go through your head.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
for
No, it's fine. This is
me,
just what we do. Like this is what
yeah,
humans do. It's okay.
I think I also just try to like not like or not have low expectations. I think like
Mm.
in general, I try to keep things very open minded because yeah, you
Yeah,
never
yeah, no, that's okay.
know from
Exactly. Right.
people. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I was like, yeah, I don't really know what type of person Rin is, but I'm excited to find out.
Yeah, it's like I know I've heard of you before because I know we share some mutuals on like
Oh
Twitter,
yes, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's usually how I screen everyone. I was like, who is this? Let me look them
Oh.
up on the internet. Oh, we have mutual friends. Okay, clean. All right, we're good. Okay, that's it. That's all I do, right? As long as you have like a mutual friend that I can see, like on Discord, I get like friend requests all the time. I'm like, who is
Oh
this?
Yeah.
No mutual friends, no mutual servers, not see ya,
Yeah.
right? Mutual friend, like 3 of them. Okay, sure, I'll entertain this. And
Mm.
let's see what's
Oh,
going on.
is that why you? Is that? Do you mind if I ask? Is that why you like were okay with meeting
Yeah,
or?
exactly. We had
Oh.
mutuals. I was like, oh, cool. Okay, so then they're like, I trust my
Oh.
friends,
Yeah.
most of them. Right? So, yeah, there's certain friends that I'm like questionable, right? But not gonna say who, but yeah, there was like there were friends between us that I'm like, oh, okay, all right, there must be pretty chill.
Oh,
So yeah, I'll
okay.
do it.
Wow,
I don't
yeah, I'm
mind.
glad.
Yeah. So thank your friends, I guess.
I mean, I guess they're your friends too.
Yeah, I guess they're my friends. That's what a friend did, actually. No, someone's viewer in their chat
Mhm.
pinged us both into the same tweet. We knew of each other, but we never
Yeah.
followed each other. But since
Okay.
that tweet, we've become pretty good friends just because they wanted to see us in a collab. And we like, all right, let's do
Oh,
one, sure.
wait, that's so
So yeah,
cool.
yeah. That's Angelus, if you know who that is.
Yes, I do know her.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, she came on Bosses and Banter before
Oh
as
yeah,
well for
that's cool.
for Pride edition. Yeah, she was the first
Yeah.
guest.
Yeah, Angela invited me. Well, we made a thing together. We did this sort of thing, right? Actually, that was their
Mm.
whole podcast too. But then they invited me to do Gay Wind Trace with them,
Wait, I think I heard
with
of
2 other friends.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Angela
Oh my gosh.
hosted that one with me and 2 others, Ying and Lori, I believe it was. Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
How did that go? Did you win?
Yeah, I was the expert. Everyone's like, "Oh, Ren's gonna win." It's like, yeah. But they're like, "Oh, we know how to trick Rin," and then Ying switches over to Yang Miko and starts
Oh.
talking uwu at me, and I'm running away like, oh, oh god.
They know your
It's good times.
weaknesses.
I love my friends. Ying and
Yeah.
Angela are very like wonderful people. They're great.
Aw.
Just gonna put that out there right now. I don't want to like talk behind their back or anything, but
Mhm,
they are
mhm.
great people. Go
Yes.
follow
Oh
them.
yeah.
Yingverse,
Absolutely.
Angelus. Go
Yes.
see them. Go say hi.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I don't want to keep you too long, Rin, but was there anything else you wanted to like talk about or
Has
like
it been 2 hours?
I think
Oh my
it has
god.
been 2 hours already.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, I know we didn't get to play as much Genshin. For me, I can only
No,
focus on
I
one
just had a
thing.
great time just like chatting. I'm having a great time. This is great. I love
Oh,
just,
I'm glad.
just sharing things. It's cool. And yeah,
Yeah.
this was like the first conversation we've ever had, right? And I felt
Yes.
like it went great. Went fantastic.
Oh,
So,
me too.
yeah.
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 I was a bit
Um
nervous because it's my first time doing something like this in such a long time. And I
oh
know
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of it was like last minute planning, but I really appreciate you coming on and sharing all your insight with us.
Totally okay. No, I'm pretty used to this hosting gig now. So
Mhm.
it's just like whatever, this
Yeah.
is easy. I'll
Yeah.
take it. But yeah, no, I don't can't think of it else. Do you have anything for me that I left unanswered? I can't think of anything right now.
Chat, is there anything?
Yeah,
Any
chat.
questions?
Any
I know
questions, chat?
I know we couldn't pay or like be as interactive with chat today, but oh,
That's
actually
the fun part. Like you're
I
just watching 2 people just chat, and you're just like standing there, they're like, yeah, this is awesome. Yeah.
actually wait, I did think of one question,
Sure.
Rin.
What's
It's
up?
I was curious, what made you get into Genshin?
Oh.
Was it Amber? Was it actually Amber?
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
remember if
no,
you
no, no.
answered this, but
I remember all my friends started like talking about Genshin one day, and they're all playing it. I'm like, I'm not playing this, no way. And then I was just really bored one night, and I was like, all right, I'll give this a look. Thank God I did. Just like, look where I am, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So as soon as I started playing, I think I hit max AR at the time, and like
Oh
well,
my
AR 55 at
god.
least, in like a really short amount of time because I just fell in love with the game. It was so
Oh my
awesome.
gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's wild.
Oh, one of the reasons that I like watching Rin is that she's so chill while I'm playing or cosplaying. I love to see her in her own element. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's essentially my streams, which is why also like they don't perform as well as other streams, I would say,
Wait,
because people
really?
like Well, people like streamers, at least the general population, love to
Mm-hmm.
see a streamer that's more reactive. Uh, I am
Oh,
not that,
okay.
right? I am
Yeah.
very, very chill. Very
Mm-hmm.
chill. In fact, I'm listening to like the bar tune that plays in Sumeru,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's just this whole time I've been listening while we've been chatting, right? That's just kind of my vibe though. I just like I'm chill. You come to my
Mm-hmm.
stream for like a nice, quiet, not quiet, but like, an energy that doesn't overwhelm you right away. You
Yeah.
come into my
Yeah,
stream for
yeah.
that kind of like kind of cozy. You just got home from school or work. It's been a long day. You just want to hang out with someone that just talks,
Yeah.
right?
You want to
And it's
relax.
not, yeah, it's not disruptive or anything. That's my stream. That's what I am. Until I
Mm.
get hyper fixated on something like I want to go fight the Raiden Shogun for like 5 hours for no reason, you guys. I'm gonna start swearing and yelling. And that's when I notice views always pick up. Like I knew it. That's what you guys want. You
Wait,
always want to see me mad.
really?
Yeah, no,
Wait.
people love it. People love it when I
Mm.
react, but I never do, right? If I reacted more, I could probably get more people to show up, but that's just not me.
Yeah.
So,
Would you say you're a molder? Do you
a
mold?
what? Oh, Mulder? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
100%. 100%. I get toxic when I get mad when I play
Oh.
games. Like I get really, really toxic. But I've learned to control it more and kind of
Mm.
like filter some of my words now into like, more friendlier sounding kind of toxicity, I
Do you have any
guess.
tips for that?
You just gotta practice. You just gotta filter yourself until you learn. That's all.
Mm. Okay,
Like
noted.
I can't think of things. No, but there are times like if I'm offline trying to attempt like a
Yeah.
challenge, I will get mad, right? Right. Not the kind of mad people should see. It's just like really,
Yeah.
really like, oh, that's kind of scary mad, kind of
No,
mad.
I
Yeah.
feel that. I think I get
Yeah.
like that too sometimes,
Mhm.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I think everyone has like a side to them that's just
Mhm.
like this like almost demon that you should never see, right? That's
True,
me.
yeah.
I have that one side that I can't show people. It's just very bad.
Would you say you're competitive at
Oh,
games?
yes. 100%. I used to play Overwatch competitive. I
Oh my
was like high
gosh.
diamond, then I choked when I tried to get into Masters. I was so
Oh
toxic about that. The World of Warcraft grind thing. I played a lot of Valorant. I like played a lot of Counter
no.
Strike.
Oh, wait, do you mind if I ask
Uh
what your rank is in Valorant?
oh no, I didn't get that deep into
Oh,
Valorant.
okay, okay, okay.
Valorant only
Okay.
came recently, so I never tried ranked in there.
Okay.
Right.
I'm trying to get better at that game, but
Yeah. No, I you throw a competitive game at me with the leaderboard and it's easy to play, I will get sweaty.
Oh.
Yeah, I will definitely get sweaty as heck. In fact, after this, I'm gonna work on a YouTube short, and then I might gorilla stream my stream just to play that damn snake game.
Oh, I guess someone in chat mentioned that.
Yeah, I know, I might do it. I'm not letting myself play snake game until I finish one YouTube short before the day
Oh
ends
my
today.
goch. Wait, but I love that though. That's like
Yeah.
it's like motivation, you know?
Yeah, it's like get work done, then I can go play my video game. Okay, mom. All right. Yeah, just gotta make that deal. It will be easy too. It's like
Yeah.
probably like an hour long. I just have to record a script and then throw it out there.
Ooh.
Yep.
Wow, that's so efficient. Wait, I wish I could edit my videos that quickly.
It comes with experience,
Yeah.
right? You
Yeah,
just
I
do it over and
figured.
over and over again. Then
Mhm.
you kind of find a system that works for you, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Aw.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I will
Yep.
not keep you any longer from
Oh
getting your
no, I
editing
don't
done
feel
or
like
your
I'm being
snaking.
kept. I'm having a great time, so don't worry about it.
Okay,
It's
I'm
cool.
glad. I'm glad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess we didn't talk about anything like non-Genshin
I
related.
mean, you should bring it up right now. What do you want?
Usually, I ask people like if I guess we did talk about like other games that you played, but do you have any is there anything you're really into that's not gaming related? Like any other hobbies
Not
or
gaming
interests?
related.
Yeah.
First of all, hi Daisy. Hello, I see ya.
Hi, Daisy! I can't do shout outs on this channel, but chat, make sure to follow Dolphin Daisy. She's another
Yeah.
fellow Genshin streamer.
Congratulations on your, I think,
Yeah.
degree that you got recently.
Yeah,
And
I'm
cool job
graduating.
as well. Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, other things outside Genshin, I'm just a gamer, honestly.
Mm.
Right? I just play video games and I cosplay. I buy like a lot of You want to see? Like, hang on.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah. Please
I
show
can
us.
literally pull this thing over here. Let me just like get it. I just gotta make some food. Oh, sorry. Check this out.
Let's see it. I put you on the big cam.
Okay. See if I can move this camera.
Wow, look at all those posters, chat. Oh wait, the Raiden sword. Is that the Raiden sword?
There's a sword and a polearm.
Oh my gosh.
So, this thing that I'm rolling into view right now, this is
Uh-huh.
only like a part of like a larger collection. Yeah.
Holy. Oh my
There's
gosh.
so much here. Is it on the screen?
Yeah, it's on the
I can't
screen.
push
We see
any
it.
further. There's more. There's like way more. Right?
Oh my gosh.
I was supposed to go over. Knock over there.
Well, we're getting a full sneak peek, chat. I love this.
Sorry, one second.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I know. I just knocked down one of my amber things.
Oh no. Oh wait, is that a Raiden cushion, chat? And the Kafka keychain. I love it.
Wait, what? Wait,
Oh, I was just asking chat about the Raiden cushion. Oh my
Oh,
god, it's a
these?
pair! Wait, that's
It's
so
a pair.
cute!
Yes.
Oh my
I
gosh!
told you, I'm really into this pairing.
I love that's so cute. Oh, and
Yeah.
also just in time for the Raiders. Hello, Nada. Welcome,
Oh, hey, Nada.
Raiders.
Hello.
Hello. How's
All
everyone
our friends
doing?
are showing up today.
Yeah. But
Oh my
hey,
gosh.
what's it called? Yeah, even people from my community were like, "Oh, like we're looking so forward to this collaboration." And
Oh, yeah? Wow. Me?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, people are excited to see you, Rin.
Like, do people know me as Rin Taicho or like Rin Senpai? That was my old
I
name.
think wait, really? This
Yeah.
is the first time I've heard you called
That-
Rin
that-
Senpai.
That was my alias before Rin Taicho.
Oh,
In
okay.
fact, let me just check something here.
Yeah. In
Yeah,
the
if you type
meantime,
Ri- if you
Oh.
type Rin Senpai, you literally find a lot of my old pictures.
ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
careful though. Some of them
Oh.
might not be safe for work.
Oh, okay. Noted.
Yeah.
I won't search it up on the stream.
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. Because that
But
was a different time.
Hi, Raiders! It's nice to meet everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Winnie or Winnie. People also know me as Win. And for today's stream, we have a special guest in honor of Transgender Awareness Month, and it is the one and only Rin Taicho.
Yeah. You can also just call me Rin. It's easier. You don't
Yeah.
have to say the
Actually,
whole thing.
I just realized our names rhyme.
Yeah, Win
Today's
and
segment was
Rin.
Win and Rin. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
chat. Don't ever call me Rinny. I don't like that.
Wait,
Please do not. Yeah. Don't call me Rinny.
Oh my
Please
gosh.
do not do that. I do not like
Have
that
people
nickname.
called you that before?
Yes, they
Oh.
have. I'm like, "Ugh, don't call me that, please.
Oh,
Not my favorite.
That's
Nothing
wild.
like
Okay,
Winnie's
noted.
fine. Like that's a cute name.
Yeah.
Winnie. No, not that one.
Okay, noted.
I will be
Noted.
upset. Yeah.
Aw,
Yeah.
but thank you, Nada, for the raid. If you need to run because you had a long stream, don't feel obligated to stay. But yeah, we've just been chatting. We played a little bit of Genshin, but I think we're about like both of us are really fixated on the conversation.
Yeah, we just stopped and just started chatting.
Yeah, but it's been
Yeah.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rin has shared a lot about herself today, which I'm very appreciative of. If anyone has any questions, we're actually about to start wrapping up soon.
Yeah, like throw questions at me while I'm here. I don't mind answering them. Go for it. If you need
Yeah.
anything, you want to know anything, now's the time to ask, chat. Right here, right now, and try me. I told Winnie, I said, I'll answer anything. And Winnie's like, are you sure? Like, anything off the table, like, push the buttons. Try it. See
Oh
what you can get out of
gosh.
me. Find that
Uh,
boundary, because I don't know where it is either.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Other
if,
than, like, where I live. Like, I won't share that, obviously.
well, yeah.
But, see if there's another boundary you can find.
Wait, you mentioned that Amber caught your eye because of her color scheme. Does that mean your favorite color
Right.
is red?
Black, red, purple. Yeah.
Black. Oh, I love purple. Purple's my favorite color.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. The A Miko thing makes a lot of sense now too.
Yes. I guess it does, doesn't it? Right. Do I like marshmallows? Yeah, they're all right. I don't really go for them, but I can eat one.
Do you have a favorite food?
Oh, I just had it today.
Oh.
Spaghetti with bolognese sauce.
Oh,
That's my number
that's
one dish.
wait,
Actually, no,
that's
top three. Top three for
top
sure. There's probably
three.
like two. It could be number one, maybe, right? But it's definitely like up there.
What are the other two then?
What is something I could eat all the time? There's this dish my mom makes. It's called lap or larb, depending
Oh,
on what
yeah, yeah,
country you're
yeah,
saying it's from. Yeah.
yeah.
And the other one I would say is a lemongrass chicken soup, but you put rice into it. So it comes to be kind of like a soupy rice porridge.
Oh, wait, that
Yeah.
sounds really
It's very like hearty.
good.
It's great. It's so
Hmm.
cozy. I love it. It's so good. I just like soup too. So
Oh,
yeah, soup is great.
I think for me, I really like soup, but in the winter, because soup in the summer is
Yeah.
like it's too hot.
Oh yeah, soup in the summer. No, 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 no. Don't do that. No. No,
Yeah,
no. Soup in the winter though, oh, it slaps. It's the
yeah,
best.
absolutely.
Oh, I
Uh,
I see a question in chat right
yeah.
now.
What's a Genshin
You
hot
like
take you have? Do you think you have a hot take in Genshin?
Okay, when we say Genshin, like a specific section of Genshin or like Genshin as a whole, do I have a hot take?
I would say as a whole.
As a whole, okay.
Yeah.
Let me think here. A hot take in Genshin that I have.
Yeah, I feel like my
Okay.
latest hot take is like some, but I feel like it's pretty mild. I think it's like, oh, Risley is like overrated.
What? You don't like the cake that he presents everybody?
I mean, the
Not
cake is
into it.
fine, but
His cake is bigger than everyone else. Right?
that's true. That's true. I don't know. He's the only
Right.
character I don't have in the game, so
I have him. Let me bring him out. Um, a hot take that I have. Let me think here. Oh, I'm trying to think of a really hot take here too. An opinion that I have about Genshin that no others usually share. Oh my god. I can't think of one other than okay. So you know Inazuma's lore quest story and chapter.
like the
Just
Archon
as a
quest?
whole, like the whole, yeah,
Yes.
it's the
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
whole Archon quest. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I loved it. I thought it was great. Everyone had problems with it. I was like, well, I feel stupid again, but I'm still gonna say I like it.
Wait, what was your favorite part about it, or what
I
about
just
it did you
the
like so much?
story. I don't know. I especially like the whole Raiden like reconnecting with her. I guess spoilers, by the way, sister
Yeah.
in like the plane of Euthymia. I think that was.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
whole part, that whole scene, and just like how everything, just all that, and like the tree and all that, like, oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that part a lot, right? Also, Raiden's just also my favorite boss fight as well
Yeah.
in this game.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would you say Inazuma is your favorite region as well then?
Yes, Inazuma is my favorite region. Yes, 100%.
Okay, okay.
That's where I live when I'm not doing anything. Yeah.
So do you like always like teleport back to Inazuma before you like log out of your account, or I don't know if that's
I
a thing
used
people
to.
do. Oh,
I used to, but I've been so busy lately. I just kind
yeah.
of log out in Fontaine because I need to be here tomorrow anyway. So I'll
Yeah,
just stay
yeah,
here,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Archon quest
what
involves
is?
mostly talking to Ayaka? Wait, really? In Inazuma? I don't think so.
I think Ayaka had her own quest or story quest where it was like
Yeah.
primarily here, but Ayaka was like involved with like Raiden's quest to a degree. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. She was very like I think she had a lot of screen time, especially at the start of the Archon quest in
Yeah.
Inazuma, but
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Oh, I see a question here. I don't know if you
Yeah.
both answered something similar to this, but what are you most proud of in your content creation or anything in general?
That
You have
no,
anything you're
no, that
proud
is a
of?
great question. Yeah.
Do you have anything you're proud of in
For
particular?
me, I would say, I think like the latest thing for me would be that I got to go to TwitchCon and cast at the official Genshin booth
Oh,
there.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, it was really cool. And like, I think it was just like a really great opportunity because I got to meet so many people, and it was my first like official like Hoyoverse or Genshin event that I've ever done. because
That's cool.
yeah, again, being in
Yeah.
Canada, it's hard to find those
Yeah,
opportunities.
no, 100%. It's so
Yeah.
hard to like, get opportunities that is a lot
Mm-hmm.
easier for others, especially if they live in the area, right?
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
makes more sense, like financially. Yeah, just get this streamer instead of the other streamer thing. So,
Yeah, yeah. So it
yeah.
was really like a dream come true. It was so fun. And
Mm,
yeah, I like hosting as well.
yeah.
And what's it called? Like I've done I guess like casting for like my own Abyss tourneys. So that was really
Oh, okay.
fun. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And
Oh,
to be able, well, obviously, like the Genshin event was not that hardcore because they don't do Abyss tourneys or like
right.
combat
I've
stuff
been in
like
a
that.
few of those
Wait,
Abyss
like,
tourneys.
wait, really?
Yeah, I've been
Oh,
invited to Cardi Desu's
yes, I think I
like
saw that
twice now.
actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh my
That was with the
gosh.
I Buy Power team, and then one
Yeah,
just that she was running on her own.
yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
I was in one with like the Portuguese people had like their own tournament they invited me on. But
Oh
they're
wait, that's
really
so cool.
good.
Yeah,
They're
they are.
really good.
They
Yeah.
are. Yeah, I'm guessing it was
Yeah.
like with was it with Odin and Dado and
Yeah,
them?
Dado.
Yeah,
Dado and
yeah.
Odin.
Yeah, they are. They are
But
really, really good.
those wouldn't be my proudest moments. My proudest moment is
Hmm.
nothing not Genshin related though.
Oh,
It goes back to my Love Live era of my life.
oh.
And it's not what some chat might think it is with Automari. It's not that. Like a gacha card character that I've been trying to get
Okay.
forever. While that was like huge, that
Hmm.
wasn't really anything. It was that Love Live one day. So they have a bunch of so they have like a group of girls, right? That sing and whatever, right?
Yeah.
And those think of like K-pop, but then like the girls will be split into certain groups and they would have
Hmm.
their own unique name for that group. So essentially a subunit within the whole group, right? And they would make their own style of music, whatever they're going to be marketed as.
Okay. Yeah.
So when this new group came out, they needed to name them. So they asked the fans like, "Hey, submit your names to us and then we'll make a big poll and then you can vote on like a bunch of finalists that we'll pick out of there."
Yeah.
Mine made it to the finals, right?
Oh, the name
And
that you
then
suggested.
yeah, the name that I
Yeah, yeah.
suggested had my name like written on there and the reason why I chose the name that I gave him and all that, right?
Yeah.
And then they give I think it was a week for us to vote on it, but then they
Yeah.
didn't announce it until like 3 months.
Oh,
I
that's a long
remember
time.
I was sleeping
Mm-hmm.
and I woke up to like a billion messages on my phone saying my subunit name got chosen.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so there's a
What?
unit in Love Live called Rebirth that is named after me. A franchise. They have their own logos and merch and
Oh my
everything, and it just has
gosh!
this name that I chose for them on it, and I'm just like, I chose that. That's
That's
cool.
so
Me alone picked
cool.
that. Some people don't like it because they're like, "Oh, Rin just used her clout just to like get all the votes." Like,
What?
dude, there is a whole country in Japan with people that also vote, right? Us English people in this fandom are like nothing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Even if I got all the English voters to vote for my name, which I know I didn't because many of them were like against it,
Yeah, yeah,
Japan
yeah.
thought it was great. So
Oh
yeah, it's just like
my gosh.
whatever, man. I got this one, take it. So
Whoa, that's so cool
yeah.
though.
Yeah, see this scarf right here actually.
Yeah,
I think it
yeah.
says Rebirth on there. Yeah, that's the logo for the band
Oh my gosh.
or the group subunit. Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Wait,
Look
would
them
you
up sometime. They got some banger songs. It's great.
call some banger songs? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Wait. What's your favorite song from them?
Oh fuck.
I can't play it on stream because of DMCA, but I will look it up
Yeah,
after and I'll
no, you
listen to
probably
it
get
for you.
DMC to the. It's called Monster Girls. It's the first single
Monster
that they came out
Girls.
with. Monster
Okay.
Girls. Yeah, it's a classic. It's so good.
Noted, noted.
One of the best. I think there's better ones that they made now recently.
Mm, okay.
I can't
Maybe
remember the names though.
I will check out a recent one as well then.
Yeah, but definitely check out Monster Girls. It's really good.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so Love Live is still going on, right?
Yes, but only in Japan. They pulled out of like
Oh,
North America and everywhere else because their apps, like their popularity
yeah,
started
yeah,
dying, right?
yeah.
And then it costs money to keep these running, but not seeing revenue. Then
Yeah.
they start to shut things down
Yep.
slowly. So right now, it's just Japan, but they did let us say like, yeah, we're working on a global version that should come out in 2023. We have
Oh.
like 34 days left this year, and we still haven't seen it yet. So we're just like,
Do you think it's gonna be
yeah.
delayed, or do you think they'll still try to do something before the end of the
I have
year?
no idea, but we do know that the new app that they made, like a
Yeah.
refreshed version of the game
Yeah.
called Sif 2, because it's called Sif 1. Sif
Okay.
2 is doing poorly right now. It's doing worse than the app
Oh.
before it that they made, and that's not doing good either.
Oh.
So it's just like, well, I guess Love Live is gonna die. So
Oh
I don't know.
no.
Yeah, like honestly, if they tried to release it globally, it's gonna be a huge risk. Right?
Yeah.
But I feel like they have to because they
'Cause
announced it, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
honestly, if they wanna save their money right now, they can. They should not.
Uh,
I don't know if they'll
that's
make money back. It's gonna be yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the Love Live
yeah.
fandom is really interesting because back in the day,
Mhm.
there were a lot of us, right?
Yeah.
But when I entered this space, there wasn't anyone there were people making gacha videos,
Yeah.
but they weren't making them they were making them like vlogs, right? So it's like maybe a
Okay.
20, 30-minute video of them. They would
Mhm.
just talk unedited while doing all their polls on screen, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, how can I do this but make it better,
Better. Yeah.
right? So that's what I did. I basically just pretended to be PewDiePie. That's the secret, right? When I made the Love Live videos, just gonna flat out say it. I just
I'm
embodied PewDiePie for that era for a
I'm
bit.
dead.
Right? That's where all this voice came from, you guys. That's how I did it, right? And people were like, "Oh, this is very funny." And then that's how my channel blew
Mhm.
up for that brief period of
Yeah.
time. I think I went from like
Yeah.
5K to 60K subs with
Oh,
Love Live. And
wow.
then Genshin carried me the rest of the way. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was about to ask because it sounds like Love Live was like a huge part of
Yeah,
your
it
life,
was
and
very
it
big.
still is. It sounds like.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
it's not like I left it. It's just like,
Yeah.
we get new interests. We move on to other
Yeah.
things. But
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like I just don't share every part of like Love Live with
Mhm.
everybody like I used to. I
Yeah.
just kind of enjoy it
On
silently
your
like
own.
I want to now. Yeah,
Yeah.
like everyone else. And some people made it like, "No, you have to make content for this. Right? You owe me." It's like,
Yeah.
"What do you mean?" Like I can enjoy it like by myself like you do.
Mhm.
So, I know, but I made lots of friends through that. And actually
Mm.
a lot of the people that were fans of me through that all have
Mhm.
become creators on their own, and I keep meeting them every once in a while. Like
Really?
they're their own people, right? They made their own thing. Some of them are like way bigger than me. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, I remember I was at a Offkai Expo in SF, San Fran.
Mhm.
Uh it's a VTuber convention, and there's a
I
lot
have
of
heard of
creator
Offkai,
yeah,
yeah.
there are a lot of creative talent out there. And I've met several people out there that always came up to me and just
Oh.
introduced themselves and said they watched my content back in the day. I was like, "Whoa, what?" Right? Even like, so those VTuber like there's these scooters that some VTubers they can't be there in person, right? So they have like a
Oh, yes.
iPad on a
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
and they
yeah, yeah.
like wheel around with someone.
Yeah.
So I saw one just hanging out and I walked up to them to say hi. And we were just like talking and I
Yeah,
showed
yeah,
them
yeah.
because all the guests at this con got like these cards of their VTubers. I think I have mine's
Oh.
right here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bring this up to the screen. So we all have like our own like designed like trading
Oh!
card of our VTuber, right?
That's so
Like
cool,
that. So
yeah.
I brought it up to show it to them. And then they saw the name and they gasped. And they're like, wait a minute. I know you are. And then she started like hyperventilating. Her VTuber just started going erratic. You're like, uh-oh, are you okay? And she just started telling me like she used to watch my content back in the day. And she's
Wait,
very happy.
oh
Yeah.
my god, that's so
Yeah, no,
wild.
it's crazy like after the years of the stuff that I've done to
Mhm.
see other people and hear their stories about being inspired and all that stuff, like whether they make their own thing or they watch my
Yeah.
stuff or like I help them out through like a dark time or some of them
Yeah.
transitioning, like that means a lot to me, which keeps me going. Like little stories like
Mhm.
that. Because yeah, there are definitely more days these days where it's just really tough to keep going because
Yeah.
realistically, I'm not making money and I gotta figure it out. But I don't want to
Yeah.
let these people down at the same time, which kind of sounds kind of parasocial, but it's just motivating for me to know
Yeah.
that I'm doing
Yeah.
something that's inherently good
Mm-hmm.
overall for someone out there.
Yeah.
So trying my best.
No, I
Yeah.
feel that. I think a lot of creators feel the same way. I think like yeah, part of it is like I guess like whatever, like self-centeredness or attention or whatever,
Mm.
but I think also
Yeah.
what drives a lot of us is that it means a lot to know that what we're doing is having a meaningful impact on other
Yeah.
people, right?
Impacts. Ha ha
Yeah.
ha. Ha ha.
Oh,
Impact.
sorry, I didn't mean
Ha
to. That was
ha ha
unintentional.
ha. I know, I know. Like that was just very funny.
I
Feel
guess,
the impacts.
is there any, I guess, like story or moment that you felt like really stood out to you when I guess someone told you something similar to that? Like, oh, you really helped me through this, or yeah, like your content is really like inspiring to me.
Mm, there's a con in Seattle. It's a
Yeah.
really tiny con called Idolfest. It only started up about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Uh, this year they asked. Sorry, excuse me.
All good, all good.
They invited me 3 times as a guest, and I've gone down every time because I know the people that run it.
Okay.
And I just want to help them out because they're starter con. So I gave them like a low price, just like come down and whatever.
Mm.
So it's really tiny though, so not like very many people are there.
Okay.
But I go there anyway, run my panel and meet people. It's really quiet. But the
Mm-hmm.
people that do show up to my panel, all of
Yeah.
them have like these long, detailed stories and histories just with my being there doing whatever I do. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to share them because they're personal to them, right?
Oh,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's just some of the things that they said. I'm like, holy shit, I did that. Like, what?
Oh.
Wow. Right? No, like, yeah, I would say some of the biggest fans I met of mine have been
Mm-hmm.
at that con. Yeah. Right. So Love
Oh.
Life has definitely still been and always will be like a big part of me, even though
Yeah.
some people don't think it is. Right. But
Oh.
yeah, it still definitely follows me around.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like, yeah, I love the franchise, but I feel like it is coming to its end pretty soon. And I think
Oh.
it's easier to just like, let something just kind of, fade out
Yeah.
into obscurity, just like whatever. It was a thing. Let's move on. Actually, sorry, there's so many things we could just talk about, right?
No, no, no.
But
It's cool. It's cool.
like recently my PC had a problem and deleted a bunch of files.
Oh.
Uh yeah, so I
What?
lost pictures. I lost all my fan art that I saved of Genshin things, which is like whatever,
Oh.
right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I also lost my video project folder where I work on like things and edits. But thankfully I didn't wasn't really working on anything, so not a big loss there either.
Okay.
What I
Okay.
did end up losing was photos that go all the way back to 2018, right? So I
Oh
lost all my Japan pics. I lost
no.
anything that I did between the year 2018 and now, essentially. Just gone
No.
because of
What?
something my PC got corrupted or whatever. But
Oh
at the same time, I'm not mad, right?
no.
Because those
Mm-hmm.
are memories in my head, and I'm not
Yeah.
upset by it, right? They were just
Yeah.
like really candid pics that maybe I might miss, but I probably posted them on Instagram somewhere or something like that. So it's not really gone. So
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
same time, it
That's the
feels a
hope.
little cathartic that it's just like gone, right? It's like, oh, okay. Those are
Mm.
only gonna be for me and me only forever now. So whatever. I'm not
Yeah.
that upset by it. Whatever, just move on. Like life goes on, man. Let's just do something else. Make more memories, I guess, right? So yeah, I don't know. I'm not bothered by it at all, but I'm gonna
Oh.
try to see if I can get it back. But if I don't get it back,
Yeah.
like whatever. Big deal. No big deal. So yeah.
Wow. I
Hmm.
aspire to have your attitude.
I
I
am
think
old, so
I
it
think
might take a
that's a
while.
really healthy way to like look at things.
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I can understand like it might suck because you don't get
Mm-hmm.
to see them again, but you just think about it. You
Yeah.
want to do it again? Just go do it again then. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's true.
this is how it is.
Huh.
Anyway, sorry, that was a tangent I wanted to
Oh
share.
no, no. Thank you for sharing. No, that yeah, like it's
Mm.
like Daisy said, I need that type of positivity in my life too.
Yeah, it's like I mean, you can only do it for yourself, right? You can't rely
Mm-hmm.
on people all the time. You just have to. My friend taught
Yeah.
me that because I was going through some tough things not too long
Yeah.
ago, and I
Yeah.
was getting really upset by them. But he's like, all right, is there anything you can do anything about this situation right now? And I said, no. And they're like, well, why be sad about it? And I'm like, you're
Mm-mm.
right. I can't do anything about it. Right?
Yeah.
Nothing I can do right now will change the situation that I'm in. So there is no point for me to just sit around and wallow about it. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna move on my best. And yeah, I've learned to just kind of adapt that uh kind of like
Like mindset, right?
yeah, mindset, that outlook
Yeah.
on life now moving forward when like if there's something that is beyond my control and I can't do anything about it, there's no sense being upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But if there is something I can do, then be very clear about it. So that's why I'm like I try to be more honest about like how I explain things rather than be very coy about how I explain things. No, I
Yeah.
just try to be more straightforward about everything now. And it's been better. Like I'm getting better at I'm catching myself when I do these like things that I used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's good.
it took 36 years to get here though. So it'll take people some time,
Oh
right? So be
gosh.
patient, right? Yeah. So hopefully you can get there
Noted.
faster than I can, but if you don't worry about it.
All right. Noted. Noted.
Yeah. Wow. This is a
Wow.
great conversation.
Oh no, I'm so glad that
Yeah.
yeah, it was amazing having you on. Again, last
Mm.
call chat, last call for any questions. But yes, if you are not already following Rin, please make sure to do so. Rin Taicho on all socials, I believe.
Yep. We're in tight show
Sounds
everywhere.
good. Cool. I'm
All
gonna
over the
look up
place.
Rin Senpai after.
Oh
Because I'm
yeah. Be
curious.
careful. Just be careful. Might have some old sussy pictures that I don't like. It's embarrassing to like share them now. Like I used to dress
Oh,
like that. What the
oh.
fuck? Right.
But it's a part of you, so
It's a part of me, yeah.
it
It's like I look back and like,
yeah.
oh, back in the day, I used to be a very hot, sexy lady. Now I'm just old and bald and tired.
Oh my gosh. It
Yeah,
helped you get to who you are today, so
it did. Yeah, it's all just
yeah.
experience as I grow up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Did you have
constantly just adapting every day. Sorry, what?
Oh no, I was just gonna ask, did you have anything else that like any last words to share with chat or yeah, any advice, I guess, to any youth in particular watching?
uh, whatever you want to do it. Start now.
Hmm.
Just start working on it. You want to transition? Start looking into what you can do. If you want to make content, make it, post it. Your first video
Mm-hmm.
is gonna suck, 100%, but
Mm-hmm.
at least you'll know, and then you can improve upon it.
Yeah.
Just make things right, and just be nice to people. That's all. You don't have to be mean. There's no reason for
Yeah, yeah.
that.
That's so true.
Yeah, you do
everyone
not have to be mean. Just be
everyone
nice.
starts somewhere too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone starts somewhere too, right? So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Just do your thing. Just enjoy life, right? You only got one life, so you just make the
Yeah.
most out of it while you can. Right? Well, why just sit around and do nothing? Just do something with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? You might be tired. Get some better sleep then. That's all you got to
I
do.
I totally need
Easy.
to do that.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh. Yeah, that's Rin Sensei, everyone, as Max
Yeah, that
has
actually
said.
might be my next name change coming up.
Oh my gosh. I
Probably when I turn like 40 or 45, if I'm still doing this, I guess. I'll just change to Rin Sensei.
I love it.
We'll
I love
see.
it.
Yeah.
Cool. And Rin, when
Yeah.
is your next stream?
If I get my work done today, maybe tonight, but honestly, I probably
yeah,
should wait till tomorrow. Probably
okay.
tomorrow at 7 p.m. PST.
Tomorrow, everyone, 7
Yeah.
p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Eastern. You heard it here first.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Oh, and Gal, congratulations on
Oh,
buying your own house. That is a huge thing. Yeah, following
thank
Rin's
you. Yeah.
advice.
Yeah, it's
And
just like my
now you have your
tiny.
own place.
Sorry, what?
Oh no, I was just saying, oh, like that's like wild because they followed Rin's advice and now you have your own place. They have their own place. Like
Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't read that properly. Wow.
oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah. Congrats.
Yeah, pretty big moves for sure.
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All
Uh-oh.
right.
That's not a good first message in the chat there. I'm not looking. I didn't see it.
Oh wait,
Looking away.
I
Yep.
didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything. Mods.
Wait, I actually don't see
Anyway.
anything.
Oh, you don't? I do. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Don't
All
look.
right.
Don't look. We're good.
Okay, I'm not looking. I'm not looking. But yeah, thank you again to Rin for such an amazing um our bosses and banter session. Again, please consider following Rin if you like the content. Um her next stream will be tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific time. And my next
Yep.
stream will be on Wednesday, and I'll probably be doing the Genshin event and vibing and everything. So yeah.
Yeah. I'll send
I
raids
think.
to you if I see you on. I should.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I will
Yeah.
do the same.
Yeah. I'm probably on like after you though usually, but I'll try to send one your way sometime.
Oh, I
Try
have
my
pretty
best.
degen. I have a pretty degen schedule.
Oh, if your degen hour is easy, yeah. I need more people to raid because I always raid
Okay.
into a degen stream anyway.
Wait, oh my
so-
god, that's so funny.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
so
people
funny. I
streaming
love
degen
that.
hours at least.
Cool. Okay,
Yeah.
speaking of raids, let's see. I think I can only. Usually I ask the guest if they have someone they want to raid, but I think on this channel it's a little more limited. Let me see if any other ambassadors are live or. Or we can just end the stream as well.
Up to you. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I don't see anyone else
It's
like
just
playing
nice.
Genshin
Happy to
or
see
anything.
a bunch of people here though. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thank you everyone
Very cool.
for today's stream from
Yeah.
both communities. And yeah, okay, I guess goodbye
We're just
everyone.
ending it?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
we'll just end it. We'll just end it
All
for
right.
today. But
Thank
yeah,
you for bringing me on
thank you.
then. Winnie. It was
Yeah.
really good. I had a
Thank
wonderful
you,
time.
Rin. Me too,
Yeah.
me too. Okay, bye chat. Take care everyone. Stay safe
Bye,
and
chat.
stay winning. And I don't know why, but people are blasting fireworks outside my house. So
Is that
that's
what's
it.
going on? That's the end of the stream with fireworks.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Bye chat. Take
Bye,
care
chat.
everyone. Peace.